Here we go, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Only two teams can advance. We got the New York Knicks versus the Detroit Pistons. Or, my bad. The New York Knicks have already advanced. We have the Pistons playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs are up 3-2. They play tonight in Cleveland, and we will see if Cleveland can end it or if Detroit will extend it to 7 games. And then on the Western Conference side of things, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs are up 3-2. Game 6 in Minnesota. We will see if Minnesota can extend the series or if Victor Wembanyama, Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox can end things tonight in Minnesota. These are the glaring things in the basketball world right now. We will have a game 7 on Sunday if they can extend these series. But as of right now, before we get to Sunday, we got to deal with tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Fellas, let's dive into it. We got to start with Detroit and we got to start with Cleveland. What are your guys' thoughts heading into these games tonight?
Let's definitely start with Detroit and Cleveland, Rob. I just want to say, as far as the Western Conference goes, though, I don't even know why you're saying De'Aaron Fox's name. He's clearly a bum. But
garbage, Ox. Trash.
He's a bum.
Trash.
Man. But so they're back in Cleveland tonight, right? I mean, Cleveland hasn't lost at home.
Nope.
Do we expect them to keep that trend up?
Yes.
So it's over tonight too?
Yes, I think the series is done. Yes. I want to make sure that my microphone is hot because.
Nah, you good, chill.
Here we go. Yes, Ron. I think this series is over. You got the game that you was looking for in Game 4. I was doing some homework. The last time the Pistons lost Game 5 and won the series was in 2005, and that was because Dwayne Wade got hurt in the East Finals. If y'all remember, if Wade didn't get hurt, they would have. Detroit is out. The year before that, they ended up the year that they won the NBA championship. They lost Game 5 against New Jersey, and they ended up winning. The majority of their seedings, when they lose Game 5, they're out of any playoff series. When they lose Game 5, they're out. That's the history of the Detroit Pistons when they lose Game 5. So I say that I say that to say the sense of urgency with the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight is at an all-time high. Ox, we walking in a lot. I'm at shoot around today. There was no laughing. There was no smiling. There was no game playing. There was no chitter chatter. It was just it's going to be dudes about their business. And the business at hand is we cannot go back to Detroit. We can't go back there. If we're going to win this series, we have to do it tonight. And it's all going to be on my star guy. My star guy has got to end it for us. James Harden didn't get me one win, Ox. He got me 2 of them. He ended the game in Game 3, and then he got me to win in Game 5. Did that. My coach gets me a win. My rotation guys have been playing better. I vividly remember Cedric Maxwell in 1984 going into Game 7 against the Lakers. And we got Bird in the locker room. We got McHale in the locker room. We got Robert Parrish in the locker room. All of these greats in the locker room. Cedric Maxwell says, I'm the you know what tonight. Bring the pill over here. We're not losing to these dudes. I'm the one. That's what it's got to be with Donovan Mitchell tonight. I'm the one.
I mean, we would like that. I mean, anybody supporting the Cavaliers, they would like for Donovan Mitchell to have a monster game. But I think they showed on Wednesday that they can take care of business. You know what I'm saying? Like as a team, they can win a team game. So I think once again, it would be great, obviously, if Donovan Mitchell came out and dropped 36 and they won it. But, I mean, Max Strus go for 16. James Harden get his 20-something. I mean, we got to remember who James Harden is at heart, chill.
Mm-hmm.
Like, James Harden is an all-time great basketball player. He can hold it down.
Oh, that side of his heart.
But
he has 2 sides to his heart.
Here's the difference to what you just said, because everything that you just said is legit. But you know what Max Strus and Sam Merrill and all those rotation guys are? They paying the light bill. They putting some milk in the refrigerator. I'm keeping the lights on. I'm keeping the roof over our head. That's what I do. That's what I'm here for. And that's what has to happen tonight. Like the lights get cut off in the house if I don't do this. Like our stuff getting put out in the street if I don't do this. And remember where Cleveland is, Ox. Cleveland is in a position right now in the second apron where this is a do or die year. This team is going to look way different next year considering where they are with the money, with the salary, and everything that they got going on. So if we're going to do this thing, this is the time to do it. And everything that we needed to get done, we got it done. Finish it. That's the theme tonight, Ron. Finish what you started tonight. Finish it.
Over these last 48 hours, 36, I guess, right? Whatever. What has been like? What's been going on in Detroit? How are they been preparing? How was Tobias Harris trying to tap back into what he was playing to previous to the last game? Mm-hmm. What are they doing with, you know what I'm saying? Because they're in a must-win situation.
Sure.
Or how are they preparing for this? Is Cade and Jalen Duren, are they locked in together? Have they been sitting down together and getting Jalen Duren back right? Has JB Bickerstaff, is he coaching right now, or is he just like what are they doing to get Jalen Duren to the level they need him to be playing at right now? Are they just kind of letting it go, like we'll see how he plays, or are they being proactive with their star big man? Like, you know what I mean? Like, are they in the war room with them? Are they in the film room with them? Are they on the court with them, showing them where he needs to be on offense and defense? Mm-hmm. Like, what's happening in Detroit right now?
I think it's very much a coach him up situation. I think I was going to call him Bernie Bickerstaff. I'm sorry. I think JB Bickerstaff, I think he's the catalyst to all of this, because I think Cade as the leader, like we've seen everything that Cade has done. I think that Jalen, Duren, I think Tobias Harris, they're not looking for Cade to give them inspiration. He's doing it with his game. They know that, we got to get on his page in order for us to do that. And I think that's where Coach Bickerstaff comes in with putting those guys in spaces where they can be the most effective, like putting Tobias Harris on that block when he's getting mismatched against Sam Merrill, putting Jalen Duren on the block, or putting him in transition where he can get easy buckets to get himself going. I think that's the thing that they're talking about. I don't think that they're talking about this being an elimination game more than anything. More than it is putting these guys in space where they can be successful. And we'll work that other stuff out as the game goes on.
So, Swiper, if you're Cade Cunningham, you don't pull up to Jalen Duren's crib yesterday morning or as soon as y'all touch down in Detroit. If I'm Cade Cunningham, I'm pulling up on Jalen Duren. And I'm being fully transparent and letting him know, big fella, you need to get your head out your ass right now. Like right now. We don't got no time to be beating around the bush. We don't got no time to, you'll get it together, bro. Don't trip. We got your back. We love you. Fuck all that. Yo, Jalen, wake up. You know what I'm saying? Put your hands on the big fella. Grab him by his collar. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying if I'm Cade Cunningham, I'm letting him know that this is a me and you thing. You know what I'm saying? How do you expect us to get here if you're not going to do what you've been doing all season? You know what I mean? I gotta talk some life into you. I might gotta hit you with a couple of these. Wake up! What you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, are y'all not feeling this? Like, Cade
I know what you're talking about.
You gotta go yell at him, throw some water in his face. You know what I'm saying? Curse him out.
But Ox, we're more than halfway through the series. Like the series is at the end. Like this is we got to get to this point. We're in an elimination game. If I got to get to this point where I have to do that to you, then we are toast. No,
I don't know. Chill. I mean, sometimes that's what it takes, man. That's what it takes sometimes.
You've already seen me, right? You've already seen me throughout the course of these playoffs. You know what I look like. You know what I've been doing. So with that being said, we don't have to get to a point now where like we got to start throwing hands. We should have been doing that. We should have been there. Now we're at a crisis. We've already gotten the warnings and the notice to cut the lights off. We've already gotten that. Yo, the light man is already here. He's knocking on the door. The light man is already here. He's telling us that, your light's getting cut off today.
You know what, Chill? You know what he should do, Chill? He should call his little cousin or something. Get his little cousin's DoorDash account. Pull up on Jalen Duren. Say, get in here, bro. Activate the DoorDash account and start DoorDashing. Let him know, look, bro, if you don't get your shit together right now, this is in your future. This is where you finna be This is where you finna be next season if you don't get your shit together.
DoorDash makes a good amount of money, so maybe he would thrive doing that.
I mean,
I don't think
shout out to DoorDash. I've done DoorDash a whole bunch. You know what I'm saying?
that K needs to say to him that you don't already know. They shouldn't be in this series anyway if Franz doesn't get hurt. And then Jalen Duren could have been sitting at home down with a 5-game, losing in 5 games. So it's simple as I don't really need to say anything to Jalen. You're playing trash. There's a reason you got benched in the 4th quarter.
I thought you was a leader, Swiper.
You know that. You know exactly why you got benched. You need to play better. We're all with you. Like, none of us are against you. All of us want to see you play better. But you have nothing. You've been doing a lot of nothing out there. Paul Reed's been playing better than you. Jalen should be able to motivate himself and saying, like, hey, I'm an all-NBA player this year, and I'm expecting to get a huge bag this summer. I want to be a great player. But sometimes it's not your year, and it just might not be his year for Jalen Duren. He's been objectively not good this playoff run. So we'll see, man. If they lose, bro, I mean, look, this is 2 series in a row. I think Detroit, if they probably should lose both of these series that they've been in with the Magic and this one. So that would suck, because I think K's been great, despite all the provocations about the turnover stuff. I think he's been phenomenal. But at the end of the day, this is a very flawed offensive team, and they're running into a team that might just be getting hot right now. And if Donovan Mitchell just decides to play with the entirety of his brain today, and he's healthy, and could he have more experience than everybody else on that roster over there, then yeah, they absolutely could win. And the Cleveland Cavaliers are advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals, where they'll probably get mopped in 4 or 5 by the Knicks. But it's going to be a good, Well,
here's the thing, though, Swiper. You said this to me earlier this year when I was on the Cavs train and I was getting beat up here, and everybody was talking about how bad they were. And I think that at one point they were 9th or 10th in the Eastern Conference. This was early in the season. And, the logic is eventually talent rises.
Yep.
Like, this is not going to be like this the whole season. These guys are going to turn this thing around because they're too good and too talented. And we're in a space right now, and to Ox's point, we're in a space right now where we put ourselves in a position with the Detroit Pistons. We put ourselves in a position to be the number 1 seed, right? We put ourselves in a position to be the number 1 seed. Yes, we squandered it by giving up a home game. This series is not over. We can go in there and win. We can do that.
Yeah,
and how do we do that? Big fella, like I said, we got to get you some easy opportunities. We got to get you going early. And I think that we have to muck this game up. I think that we have to dirty this game. I don't mean dirty like, clotheslining guys, but no, we gotta muck this game up. We gotta make this a grind game. So these guys,
what's a get going game? The best game Jalen Duren has is the 15-15 game in Game 7,
and they won.
Yeah, but they didn't win.
I don't understand why you guys are focusing on Jalen Duren though.
I don't.
Like I'm not saying he doesn't have, like, obviously you want your second best player to play like the best player on the court.
Leading scorer and their leading rebounder.
Because what I'm saying is they were able to win 2 games, the first 2 games without Jalen Duren playing Detroit basketball. They were able to practically have game 5 in the bag. Like, it really should be 3-2 Detroit, and I promise you the tune will be so much different. But what I'm saying is, like, they haven't just got schooled by Cleveland. They haven't got outclassed by Cleveland. Cleveland hasn't just looked like clearly the better team in this series. If I'm Detroit, I'm not even tripping. I'm talking, I got my feet kicked up. We harder than these niggas anyways. We are harder than these dudes. I'm trying to chill. And I'm gonna take. And they was down 3-1 last series.
Yeah, and they lucky that Franz got hurt. They're lucky Franz was not able to play. Yes.
Here's my thing though. If I'm Detroit,
if D Mitch gets hurt, okay, kick your feet up.
if I'm Detroit, I know I'm the harder team. Just like last series, we knew we was the harder team. Like we're all right. I'm not overreacting.
Ron, can you fix your comments? They were not the better team last series.
They were not the toughest team. They weren't tougher than Orlando.
They ended up coming out on top.
If your best player gets hurt, yeah, that's gonna help. That's gonna help a lot.
They ended up coming out on top.
What I'm saying, why would you not add that context?
What I'm saying, I don't need to add the context.
You don't need to add the context.
What happened. We came back from a 3-1
because your best player was hurt.
Okay, Swiper. we still came back from a 3-1 lead. What I'm saying is we came back from a 3-1 lead. It ain't nothing to come back from a 3-2 lead. And we was just up 2-0. And we were just up 2-0.
Yes, you were.
Ron, why are you being so nonchalant right now?
Because we were just up 2-0.
Life is literally on the line.
Our life was on the line in game 5. Our life was on the line in game 6. Our life was on the line in game 7. Our life was on the line in, last night. Like, we good. I'm saying I'm not overreacting. I'm not doing anything
Magic
out of the
game
usual.
6. Hey, wait, time out. Hey, Ox, I wonder what happened when Paolo had 45 points. What could have possibly helped Paolo Banchero in game 6 when they had a chance to win the game? I don't know.
But you're not hearing what I'm saying.
If I would have had another
Franz Wagner wasn't there. You're not hearing what I'm saying.
But Ron, he guarded K very well in those.
I understand. Are you guys not hearing what I'm saying?
Yes, we are.
I picked the Magic to. I picked the Magic to win the series.
Right.
I thought that the Magic should have won the series. That's not the point I'm making. I'm talking about the fight, the dog, the grit, being able to come back from 3-1 with Franz or no Franz. They had to grit it out and grind it out through that series. In this series, what I'm saying is they were already up 2-0. We already got 2 games. We didn't already drop y'all. We didn't already put a couple uppercuts and over the tops on you.
And we did that too.
Yes, you guys have landed a couple as well. Last round, y'all barely pulled out last round.
Hey, last time I checked, Swiper, the commissioner does not come up to the podium and say, "Congratulations, barely NBA champions." He doesn't.
So chill. What I'm saying is, you're a boxer, right? You're a boxer. We going into. Let's say we going into the 9th round right now. Sure. We going into the 9th round. Mm-hmm. You've lost the last 2 rounds, but you barely lost the last 2 rounds. It's not like you just got scored or outclassed. Are you overreacting in the 9th round? Or are you finna come out and keep doing
punched in my head?
But here's the difference though, Ron.
But you're also doing some punching.
But here's the difference though, Ron. The difference is
that's
that
a little different though, Ron.
The difference though, Ron, is this boxer that I'm going up against this time, he better than the dude that I beat the first time. This dude is better. And he's not gonna and the stuff that I got away with.
You got a concussion right now.
By the way, Ox, I do. And the dude that I fought previous to this guy, the stuff that I got away with him, that's why I'm losing this fight currently, because I'm not going to get away with that stuff. Like you just, Ron, talked about when we get into the meat and potatoes of the game, like we barely lost that game. One of the main reasons why was because Jalen Duren, who was benched, is getting outplayed by Evan Mobley. That's a problem.
Jared Allen,
He's
Sam Merrill. Sam Merrill.
I don't think Jalen Duran was as big of a deal in that game as them missing Duncan Robinson.
No,
because I think Paul Reed stepped in and hooped, and Paul Reed, he's been hooping all season. I'm not one of the reasons why I'm not concerned is because I believe Paul Reed to come in and give Evan Mobley and Jared Allen that work again this game. I'm more concerned about, man, where's our shooter? I think Duncan Robinson's 4 threes is more pivotal than Jalen Duren going 16 and 11.
Can Duncan Robinson play tonight?
So he's questionable tonight.
He got a bad back.
Okay, so look,
he's questionable.
This is what I'm saying though. Like I'm with you as far as we've beat this team twice. We can beat them 2 more times. I'm not gonna, like, if I'm JB, I'm not gonna go out there and say, "Oh man, we're it's over, fellas. Good season." Like, nah, I'm gonna tell them.
Of course, you're not gonna do that.
Everything you said. I'm gonna tell them like, "Yo, we fought to be here. We came back 3-1. We're down 3-2. We could do this." Like, absolutely, I'm speaking life into my basketball team. But with that being said, though, Ron, what's like from a coaching perspective, a front office perspective, a leadership perspective, in the shoes of Cade Cunningham, what's more realistic for me? Am I gonna say, okay, we did this before, we could do it again, or am I gonna say, big fella, step it up?
No, I mean, you're obviously going to speak words of encouragement into him.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
what's going to help us more is Jalen Duren playing to the level we know he can play at. Not us going back and saying, well, we came back on Orlando. Like, we can't leave that type of shit up to chance. Like, Jalen, we need that 19 and 11.
You telling him to do that? Is it you telling him to do that? Like, you don't think they was telling him to do that in Orlando? You don't think they told him to do that game 3? You don't like it's we have a good playoff sample size. Jalen Duren has not played good in all of these sample size of games. So my thing is, I'm more so inclined to go talk to Dennis Jenkins like, yeah, Dennis, we need you to be who you was last game. I'm more inclined to be like, yo, Tobias Harris, you have been hooping all playoffs. We need a better game from you. If you don't go 6 for 19, we're up 3-2. So I'm more so talking to them guys. Like Jalen, I don't know what to say to you.
I
don't know what to say to you, dog.
It's not so much just talking to him. It's more so coaching him up. Like JB and them guys, like, explaining to him, showing them what they need from him. I'm talking about more so
when
just
Leaf
sitting
do
down in that war
shit
room
like this.
and let's just get it on,
Fucking hate when Leaf do dumb shit like this. The Cavs was up 3-2 in Game 5 and Game 6 against Detroit in 2006. Sheed Wallace wasn't over there. Chauncey Billups wasn't over there. Ben Wallace wasn't over there. What the hell you talking about? Them dudes wasn't over there.
Come on, Leaf.
Come on, man. Rip Hamilton wasn't over there. Rip Hamilton ain't over there right now.
And that was 20 years ago.
Damn. That's some bullshit. And
Come on,
I brought up in their history more times than not when they win games, when the Detroit Pistons lose Game 5, they lose the series. That's what it's been in their history. That's what happened. Because what Leaf leaves out is the same thing happened the very next year in 2007 when they lose Game 5 in their building against the Cavs and proceed to go home and lose the series. That happened. That absolutely happened. So if you just want to talk about absolutes, and that's the part that I have a difficult time with. If we're just talking about absolutes, you know what, Leaf? You got it. You're right. They lost Game 5. The Cavs, the Detroit Pistons lost Game 5, and they ended up winning the series. You're right. So they could do it again. You're exactly right, Leaf. You didn't say anything wrong. You're exactly right. That is an absolute. You got it. Cooked. I'm cooked. You got it.
Ron, they in the chat talking.
You got it. I'm
right.
cooked.
They need to start.
You're right.
Reed.
I'm saying though, like,
you don't agree with that, do you?
I'm playing Paul Reed is I'm set to play Paul Reed 25 minutes tonight. Jalen, the only person that can stop Paul Reed from playing 25 minutes is Jalen Duren if you hoop in his first quarter. Mm-hmm. Like I'm telling you, Paul Reed is a bigger mismatch for them than Jalen Duren trying to bully Evan Mobley and trying to bully Jared Allen. I would rather Paul Reed's skill set. Paul Reed, he's a better scorer. He's a better passer. He could shoot the ball. He could get downhill. He can play. He's a better scorer. He's a better offensive player.
When did Paul Reed become
Paul Reed?
Yes, Paul.
You think he a better offensive player? Whoa!
Did you guys not watch Paul Reed? Did you guys not watch Paul Reed last series?
Is that what you're doing?
Did you guys not watch Paul Reed last series?
You're doing right here with us right now, Ron.
Yes,
what I'm saying, with the ball in my hand,
there's a difference between playing better. You think that Paul Reed is a better offensive player than Jalen?
With the ball in my hand, I'm more skilled with the ball in my hand. I can shoot, like I can actually shoot the ball. I can one dribble pull up. I can put the ball on the floor. I can go finish at the rim. Like Paul Reed can do all of that. I got a floater. I got an actual back to the basket game. I watched the Pistons. I watched Paul Reed. Paul Reed got game. The only thing is he's a little undersized. And he doesn't provide the defense. Yeah.
No. It's opposite. Paul Reed was defensively doing better than Jalen Duran in the last game. That's one of the reasons they took Duran out. Offensively, he was getting offensive rebound and he had that little touch shot. No, Duran's a better offensive player all the way around. He's just not playing well.
This last game offensively.
Yeah, you guys don't watch Paul Reed. You guys just don't watch Paul Reed.
And I've watched plenty of Paul Reed. And Ron, every time he loses an argument, he's going to be like, you didn't watch this guy. I've definitely seen Paul Reed for years. B-ball Paul backing up in Philadelphia. I'm very aware.
Have you been seeing Jalen Duren? How does Jalen Duren score?
I'm also telling you, Jalen's not playing well. He's not playing well.
I'm talking about just in general.
He's not scoring well.
In general. I'm not talking about the playoffs. In general.
I'm in the middle of actually talking about it. Just shut up.
All
what
right,
I'm saying is that, and some of this is that he's a really good interior scorer, and he does have touch. The problem is he does not have a necessary skill you can get to consistently in the playoff format. And I said this, by the way, literally going into the playoffs, I said this is one of the concerns with the Pistons offense is that if they have to over-rely on Jalen Duran, who's not yet at that point where he's like skilled enough to consistently create advantages and all that, that's not what he does. Paul Reed plays really well off of Cade Cunningham and other people, but also defensively, he just is a better switch option for them. And then on top of that, he has touch around the rim that's just more of a natural floater and all those other things that he can hit. And he's really active with his feet. He also gets off the ground.
You just said what I said.
Rebound. No, but I just said this 30 seconds ago, but you were actually still talking. I'm saying that in this instance is that Jalen Duren is a better offensive player. But
no,
I think
he's not.
we're not gonna agree on this. I think the issue is that Jalen Duren, as I said, the way that he needs to be involved, he has not been able to get to that versus these centers he's been playing against, which had been Wendell Carter Jr. and then versus Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. He just isn't good enough yet to consistently be able to create advantages like one-on-one in those spaces. But neither is Paul Reed. Like Paul Reed is also just kind of living off of what they're doing, generating gravity, getting to the rim. And it's like, hey, look, you got a floater, hit the push shot. But also, it's the defense was the last game. The defense was the difference.
I never said that he's a better player. I don't understand why you guys act like you can't conceptualize things. I'm responding to Chill now. You just yapped. I'm responding to Chill now.
He's a better offensive player.
Chill just said what he said. My response to Chill is, the reason why Jalen Duren starts is because he's bigger than him. He's stronger than him. He's a better rebounder than him. He's still a better defender than him. And on top of that, he has strengths on his offensive game that complement Cade Cunningham in the Detroit Pistons way more than Paul Reed. All I'm saying is Paul Reed is more skilled. Like what? The complimenting, catching alley-oops, getting offensive rebounds, finishing right around the basket when Cade gets in the lane and drops it right off to me. Things like that. Things like that. And maybe running the transition. What I'm saying, it's
keep going. I'm sorry, Ron. Keep going.
It's like comparing, and this isn't apples and apples. So you guys don't go crazy when I say this.
No,
it's similar to comparing Rudy Gobert to Naz Reid.
No.
Naz is a more skilled offensive player. I can shoot the ball. I can put it on the floor. I can score with my back to the basket, because that's an example that we can see in the playoffs. And once again, Jalen Duren isn't Rudy Gobert, and Naz Reid isn't Paul, Naz Reid isn't Paul Reed. What I'm saying though is it's a reason why Paul Reed in less than 15 minutes in these last 3 games, or he played 17 minutes last game, he outscored Jalen Duren in all of the last 3 games.
Ron, do you think that if Paul Reed played more, do you think that we'd have a better offensive? Do you think that we have a better offensive output if Paul Reed played more than Jalen Duren?
No,
he would score more. He would score more than Jalen Duren.
I'm just talking about. Let's talk about buckets, all right? Because it sounds to me like when you bring up Paul Reed, we're just talking about player for player. We're talking about basketball players now. Okay, so let's stay there, Ron. If he played more. He played more with Cade in the pick and dive. He played more with Cade in the pick and pop. He played more in terms of lob threats. He played more in terms of a transition bucket guy. Do you think that he'd be more of a bucket getter? Because that's what we need. But do you think he'd be more of a bucket getter than Jalen Duren?
I mean, yeah. If he got the ball more, yeah.
Because to be honest with you, it sounds to me like Paul Reed is better for us than Jalen Duren.
This series, yes. In this series, yes. In this series, Ron did not say this in the Magic series. Didn't bring it up once. Never brought this up in the regular season either. In the regular season, the Detroit Pistons had a 122 offensive rating with Jalen Duren on the floor in 1,800 minutes. It was a 118 with Paul Reed in 800 minutes. They had a better offense the entire season with Jalen Duren.
What does that have to do with the point that I made? I never said they're a better team. I never said. No,
you said
why are you guys letting this go over your head? You guys acting like Penn right now. No, you guys are acting like Penn right now. Just because he's more skilled with the ball in his hands.
He doesn't make
just
a consistent point.
Swiper. Just because. No, I'm making the same point that I've been making. Chat, are you guys not? Chat, are you guys following me? I said he's more skilled with the ball. I'm not saying he's a better player. I'm not even saying he's more skilled with the ball.
You said he's a better offensive player. You literally said that.
But the more skilled part, Ron, I want to stay there with the more skilled part. How many skilled guys have we seen who have not been productive? Like, for example, the Detroit Pistons, to add to this question, the Detroit Pistons, they got almost a 20-10 guy on their group who's going to be an all-pro. Like, is this just brute force, or is he not skilled at all?
A lot of it. Well, no, he got to remember. It was like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah,
when Drench was arguing that when we were arguing about him pushing a break and doing certain things,
which I talked about. Which
and like we
brought that up, sure.
Jalen Duren actually surprised a lot of us with his skill this year.
Yes, he did.
A lot of us didn't know he was as skilled as he was.
Yes.
With that being said, Jalen Duren's still not highly skilled. Jalen Duren's not a guy that'll catch the ball in the mid post, jab step you, pump fake you, and then go around you and dunk on you. He's not a guy on the block that's going to give you. And he's not a. Bro, you just weren't watching the last 3 games. Clearly,
I know.
You clearly were not watching the last 3 games.
You can't do that.
You clearly.
I already said to you why to Ox, which is why we were arguing yesterday. Why Paul Reed should have finished over Jalen Duren yesterday. Why he might again. I've said Jalen Duren hadn't been getting his playoffs multiple times, but you said 2 things. I want to make sure we clear this up. Because Ron, you do a lot of blabbering, and you said 2 different points. I want to make sure we understand. You said Jalen Duren is a worse offensive player than Paul Reed. Disagree.
I said what I said.
And then you also said B-Ball Paul is more skilled than Jalen Duren. If that's what you want to say, cool.
And that is a fact.
Ron, those are 2 different things. You can say that, and that's fine. If you think he's more skilled, no issue, whatever. But you said he's a better offensive player. I said, well, you can't go that far. And then I said, in this playoff run, yes, he's been better. This is literally what you said. I said in the playoffs he's been better. Also, I told Ox yesterday, I don't think Jalen Duren should be playing just because. He's not been good, and he's been hurting the team, especially defensively. B-Ball Paul should be playing. So I'm with you. Paul, in this series, if it gets to it and it's like the second half, it's not even a question. B-Ball Paul needs to play. Jalen Duren should sit on the bench.
Because, Ron, what this sounds to me like, what this sounds to me like when you bring up the skill set, this sounds like more of a situational thing than it is an actual going with.
The situation is Jalen Duren's playing, Ron, I don't know what word you want to use, like hot, stinky garbage. And I don't need Kay Cunningham to go to his house, like Ox said, and go try to motivate him. This is game 6.
Elimination game.
Your ex was posting you with her new boo all last series, and it took you till game 7 and France was out for you to show up. And then this series, you ain't showed up. What do I need to talk to you about? You know what's up. Chill. If money can't motivate you, if pride can't motivate you, you want me to do it?
No. If you can't get going in a series like this.
B-Ball Paul been better than you. He make this much money compared to you.
Y'all are terrible teammates, okay?
Oh, Ox.
I just want to say that. Y'all
actually been.
Y'all are terrible teammates and terrible leaders, okay?
I've actually been known to be a real good leader, but and a very good teammate. But I'm just trying to.
That's the same thing Swiper says. Swiper acts like he's the leader of men all the time.
I was, team captain every level I was at. You were not.
I'm just trying to correlate what Ron is saying to. I'm just trying to correlate what Ron is saying to what we got going on here. Because if this is more of a situational thing, Ron. If this is more of a situational thing and our second best player isn't getting it done, then we have to go with, quote unquote, the hot hand. We got to go with the guy who fits better. We have to do that. Okay, I could get with that. And you think that it's the more skilled guy who's working better.
Yep.
Who we haven't seen.
I mean, he factually has outplayed
Jalen
Duren in the last 3 games.
Yep.
Okay, so
he played 9 minutes in game 5 and outplayed Jalen Duren.
See, that's what I'm talking about, though, Ron.
He played 14 minutes in game 6 and outplayed him.
Ron. And this is what I mean
when not game 6.
Okay, and this is what I mean when I talk about like that small
game 3 and game 4
to come in for 9 minutes. It's not 9 straight minutes, by the way. It's 4 minutes, then another 3 minutes. It's not 14 straight minutes. It's 5 minutes. Like it's not that difficult to do that, as opposed to when I am one of the biggest options on the team offensively. Like there's a difference between Paul Reed being a spark in what we have going on, as opposed to Jalen Duren being the anchor to what we have going on.
He's an anchor, all right.
Which is what.
Now I'm a Ron. Ron, when he just went too far, saying he's a better offensive player. I'm 100% on Ron's side. Say it with me, chill. B-Ball Paul. B-Ball Paul. B-Ball Paul.
I just again, I think that I think it's a difference between a guy being a spark, which is what Paul Reed has been throughout the course of his career, and having an anchor like Jalen Duren, who we rely on you to be our best rebounder. We're not relying on Paul Reed to be our best rebounder. We're not relying on Paul Reed to be our second best scorer and to get buckets like he gets buckets.
I mean, that's Tobias Harris, chill. You got Tobias is their second best scorer.
He's been their second best scorer in the playoffs. I'm not going to argue that point. But it was supposed to be Jalen Duren. With that being said, we're not relying on Paul Reed like we're relying on Jalen Duren. We get that stuff from Paul Reed in stretches. We don't get that stuff from Paul Reed night in and night out, because if we did, he'd be playing more than 9 minutes. He'd be playing.
We're not getting it from Jalen Duren night in and night out.
No, we're not. But you know what? You've got it from him throughout the course of the season. And this
so,
is
Chill, what would you do? Would you sacrifice the possibility of winning tonight's game to try to get Jalen Duren going in the late third quarter, fourth quarter?
I don't know about sacrifice, but
well, I'm saying if he's not playing well, right, and it's like it doesn't look like it's going the right way.
I've always felt like you gotta go with the guys who got you here. I've always felt like that. You got to roll with the guys who've got you here. And you brought up the game 7. Like, we ain't beating them dudes without that 15 and 15 from Jalen Duren. We're not beating them. That's not happening. So I got to stick with the guys who got me here. Now, Paul Reed is 100% been a viable piece to what we got going on here. But if we're trying to win the NBA championship, who do we need more? Paul Reed or Jalen Duren? Because we don't need these guys equally. Let's get to the bottom of that right now.
We've seen multiple times players get benched in big games. Like, big players on teams get benched in big games for like players that come off a bench because it's not a good series for them. You watched the Nuggets. Remember Porter making $38 million a year. He got benched for Bruce Brown multiple games at the end of the game just because like it just versatility mattered more on the defensive end than the shot making did. So like can Paul Reed just offer that much more defensive versatility, Ox, where it's like we really to stop this team, we really need to switch 1 through 3. Or we need to be able to move and scramble better behind, some of these coverages we're getting. Does that make sense, Hawk? So
yeah, but you got at that point, your guys' roster construction, your team construction was so much more solid than this. Like, that's why I said I'm so upset with Detroit right now. I've been upset with Detroit for months right now. Like, why did y'all just not? Why were y'all being so stubborn? So stubborn.
About trading for a player?
Make a move, bro. Like, that's all they had to do. They just make one simple move. This team is so close to a championship level basketball team. I've been saying it, and then people got mad at me, said I was hating on Detroit. When in all actuality, I'm showing them love. I'm saying, like, you're right there. Just don't be so stubborn. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so hard-headed. Just make a move. It was a simple move. And it didn't have to be Lauri Markkanen. I was just saying, like, go get Lauri. But it didn't have to be that level of player. You know what I mean? You know what they need to do? They need to hope that the Lakers don't re-sign Austin Reeves. And maybe they go get Austin Reeves or something.
For what?
They can sign for a couple dollars. Not no $50 million, I know that. But, you know what I'm saying? Go give them a couple dollars. Somebody. They're so close, y'all. They're so close. Detroit is this close.
Do you think this changes things for Jalen if they go outside tonight, Chill?
No, it doesn't. Get better. Now they might not go to 250. They might not go to 220. But we're not letting him walk.
That's rookie scale.
Yeah,
Jalen Duren contract extension is sitting at he's up for 287.
We're not going that far, but we're not letting him walk out the front door neither. No, we're not doing that.
Wait, whoa, Chill. I just made all NBA.
Yo, okay. And again, we're not going that far, no. And you are an all-NBA player, which means that you didn't make the all-pro team last year. So you are improving, which means that your contract.
But you said you pay Amin Thompson for improving.
No, exactly, I did say that, and I am going to pay him for it.
But Jalen Duren better than Amin Thompson.
Okay, well, wait.
Yeah, he is.
Look, real quick, before y'all get into that.
Chill.
Wait, swipe it. Before y'all get into who's better than who and all that, I just need to speak to the young fellas out there real quick, real quick.
Rookie scale with all NBA.
To all my young hoopers out there that are watching this show, get in the lab. Get in that lab, okay? Shoot your free throws. Do your homework. Go to school. Get your head in them books and off them gals. Get in that lab. Did you all 285? Boy, if y'all don't get in that goddamn gym, lift some weights, get in the I'm talking about get on them stadiums.
Hey, but go do this. Go do this, Ox.
No.
Look, that's cool. Yeah, do all that. I'm talking about basketball right now. This because this is a basketball. Get in that lab, okay? Go to school. Do your homework, listen to your parents, eat well, get some rest, take care of yourself, go get that money.
Ox,
please,
I'm on
listen
record.
to Ox. Hey, do it for Ox. Please, go get that money.
I'm on record saying that the NBA don't pay enough for me to be 6'10". It doesn't. If I was 17 years old and I'm sick, the NBA don't pay enough for me to be 6'10" because I would be sleeping in the gym. I would be living in the gym. If I was 6'10", if I was 6'9", if I was 6'10", I would be living in the gym, like literally living there. I would not be hard to find. If you're looking for me, find the gym.
Oh my!
That's all you got to do.
And look,
find the
and
gym.
if you do happen to be 5'10" or something, go play something else.
Baseball.
But get in that lab, okay? Listen to me. Get in that lab. Did you hear what Swiper just said?
287.
287. Bro.
Yeah, it's a
Bro,
rookie
come
scale
on, bro.
plus all
Come
NBA.
on.
So chill. Question is for you then, Khalil, because you had him second team all NBA, which I had him third team.
Actually, I had him third team.
Third,
All-NBA.
okay.
Yeah, I have him third.
Okay,
team.
I made second team all NBA. Chill, that ain't nothing but $57 million a year.
Oh, that's
Okay,
it?
first of all,
Well, I'm saying because I mean, relative to
sure.
For rookie scale, that's a lot, but like relative to the rest of the players after that, I mean, you're in your 60s and 70s. You know what I mean? And so do you not think that 3 years from now, 57 is a bargain for Jalen Duren?
I don't think that it would be a bargain, but what I don't want to do is I don't want to overpay for something that I could get right now and then max them out later on. No, I don't want to do that. So that 285 that you're talking about, I'm not willing to go that high, but I'm not going to lowball him neither because he's still an all-pro level player. He's just got to get better. Yeah, he's definitely got to get better. So I'm not going to lowball him. I'm not gonna lowball him and go, 150 or some shit like that. No, I'm not doing that. But he definitely lost some money in these playoffs. He definitely did. Yes.
Ron, what you doing?
Some money in these playoffs. So I say that I say that to say a guy of that caliber, an all-pro who's 21 years old, I think there's definitely an upside for Jalen Duren. And we have to get better. And I think that this isn't just on Jalen Duren. This is on the Detroit Pistons. We have a specific department here. It's called the Player Development Department, where we work specifically with players to get them better. So this is on us too. We got to work to get this guy better. And it's obvious that he's been working on himself. Like, he's gotten bigger. His skill set has improved. So with that being said, yes.
He's also just a baby. Chill. He's like 22.
22 years old. Absolutely.
Ron, how much you paying him?
Not let him walk out the front door.
It's a 5-year 287 is on the table if he makes all NBA.
He's not getting 287. 5-year 200.
Well, just for context, Jamal got a 4-year 208 2 years ago.
And Jamal
that's
balled
52.
out, but Jamal balled out in the
But not at the time. Remember, Jamal's people thought that was a lot of money for Jamal.
We've seen it though.
Now that was 2 years ago,
Ron.
Ron. That was 2 years ago, and don't forget that was coming off us winning the NBA championship, and a lot of that was off the strength of me. I got busy in the playoffs.
That was the next year. That was after the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Right. That was coming off.
Yeah.
I had already and on top of that, previous to the knee injury and that season when we won the NBA championship, I was a proven playoff performer. I got busy in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray had that had happened with Jamal Murray. Sure, he got outplayed in Game 7, but he had been a proven playoff performer, and they won the NBA championship. So that was 2 years ago.
Jamal earned his bread.
Yes, he 100% earned his bread, and
So
he wasn't.
Yeah,
he
so
wasn't
chill
nearly
like
young. He's not nearly as young as Jalen Duren.
yeah, no, that's a huge portion of it.
I'm
So right,
out of Jalen
Zion's
Duren.
making 42, DeMontis is making 45, Levine's making 48 next year, Jaren Jackson Jr. is making 49. Do you see him kind of in that JJJ territory? That as a player?
I was thinking about Jaren Jackson. That's the archetype. But what I don't like to do though, Ox, because Ron, you literally just did it with Paul Reed in terms of skill set. What I don't like to do is I don't like to box myself up with players. And the reason why I don't like to box myself up with players is because once you put me in that box, now that's the standard, right? That's the line. Only to find out that like I might have outperformed my contract and I'm better than this dude. So now what happens? What happens now is that I go from here to here, and this guy is still right there. I say that to say that I want what I've done and what I can do in the future to determine what my contract is going to be. Don't put me in the same category with players because I could ultimately end up outplaying this dude.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was saying yesterday, Swiper. It's tough to compare other people's contracts to you because now that I'm thinking about it,
As an agent or a player? Or as a team?
I'm talking about as a team.
Well, teams have to do
As
that,
as an agent, if I'm an agent, I'm trying to get my guy paid the most. I'm definitely doing that. I'm going to the best guy that's in my guy's tier, and I'm saying, oh, this guy makes this much money. My guy deserves to make that much, if not more. As a team, though, now that I'm rethinking the question that you initially asked me, how much would I pay Duren? I'm almost certainly going to max him out because
$57 million.
I never said 57. I just said I'm gonna max him out. I don't know. What is the lowest amount that you can max him out?
Well, no. There is no low. The ceiling of a rookie scale supermax with all NBA is 287.
That's the ceiling, but what's the floor of it?
Means?
There's different amounts of max.
No.
He's just said the ceiling of the max. So what's the floor of the max?
There's no floor. It's just that's not how it works.
All right. Well,
this is the most. The max is this is the most we can pay him.
All right, I'm not maxing him out, but I'm giving him a max contract. So I'm giving him that max amount where it's like between
less than a max.
Whatever it is. I don't know because they're saying Austin Reeves is going to get a max contract and it'll be around 40 million.
Take the word max out, Ron, because if he's on the table for 287 and we pay him 220, we're not maxing him out. Isn't there
different? And now I'm asking a question because I'm trying to clarify. There's different amounts of max. Like you have your super max, then you have your max, then you have your rookie max.
There's rookie scale extension, which is without all NBA, all defense, and all that. The rookie scale extension with awards, which is all NBA, all defense. And then you got your max contract, which is after that, which is no all NBAs, all defense, all this other stuff, but MVPs. And then you have your super max, which is all NBA, MVPs, DPOYs. That's your super.
Is Jalen Duren eligible
what's he
for
eligible
max
for?
right now?
No, so there's rookie scale. Jalen Duren is eligible for the next tier, which is the rookie scale max extension.
So he's not
with all
for
NBA.
Super max.
Right,
Okay.
right.
And then max, and then veteran max, and then super max.
I'll give him that rookie extension. I'm not giving him the rookie max. I'm giving him the rookie scale, which once again, I'll be comfortable giving Jalen Duren 45 to 50, somewhere in that range. And the reason being, once again, we went to the playoffs last year. We took a big jump last year. You and Cade balled out, and you and Cade fit seamlessly together. You guys can be somebody that terrorizes the league for the next 8 to 10 years. On top of that, you did contribute in a large part to not only our defense, not only our offense. I know what I said, but also our offense too. But we were the number 1 seed in the East. I'm like you have proven to me that you and Kay Cunningham are a winning formula with other defenders around you. Hey, the sky can only go up from here.
Sure.
I'm like you proved your worth this year. Now, playoffs, it was a little shaky, but once again, how Chill said, how Ox said, we just got to get in the lab and we got to work on some things.
We do, yo. That's the most important thing right there. We got to get in the lab and we got to go do our homework. That's why a guy like Jalen Duren, I'm not ready. And I think that money.
EJ, what is
to be honest
what
with
is
you,
EJ clapping about? Don't know what I just explained how there's different tiers based on awards. That's how it works in the CBA. What are you talking? Which one did I miss? I didn't miss any of those.
To be honest with you, to be honest with you though, Swiper,
just clapping.
I think that extending Jalen Duren, I think this may motivate him. I don't think he doesn't really strike me as one of those guys that's going to get the money and then just go in the tank. Nah, he doesn't really strike me as that type of guy. To Ron's point, if we extend him 5 years, 220, yo, I got to live up to this contract. Like, they believe in me. They think that I'm the future of this franchise. So I got to go do my homework. I got to get in the lab. I got to get better. Because what I've been doing, this ain't good enough. So, I mean, I feel like on that end, we could very well do that. That could very well do that for him.
I don't know. I'm not really sure what the numbers are looking like in the NBA now, so I can't say. I know it's a lot, but I'm like to Ron's point. I think he's done enough to get paid a good amount of money. Like, because, I mean, y'all know how I feel already. We've talked about this from back with, like, the Jimmy Butler stuff and all that. I'll pay you for what you've done. I'm not going to pay you for what I think you're going to do. So that's the scale. That's the scale for me. I'm not going to pay you for what I think is going to come from you in the future, but I think he's done enough to get paid. I think what he did this whole season, this whole regular season.
So 5-250, you'd be good with.
5-2. With that also being said too, I'm thinking about the future, about building this team. You know what I'm saying? Because they need to do more. I don't know how much money they got. Like, I don't know all the details like that their general manager knows. So I mean, I think you should pay the kid handsomely. Pay him a good amount of money. Don't try to lowball him. You know what I mean? But make sure that you do what's right for the structure of the team.
For you? What will be a low
I
ball?
think anything under 35 is ridiculous.
Well, no, that's a disrespect. Yeah, that's
Anything under 35 is great. I'm looking around 40. You know what I'm saying? Like, look. Whatever OG makes, give him 5 less than that.
So
You know what I mean?
OG makes 49, brother. So $44 million.
Okay, 40.
OG ain't never
For
been
an
on
all
NBA
pro,
team.
for an all pro like Jalen Duren, I think he's
I
in the
don't
top
care
10,
if he's
top
made. I don't
5
care
in
if he's
the
made
league
an
in
all-pro
rebounding.
team,
Yes.
Swiper. We're not going to act like
Well,
Jalen
that's
Duren's
what
better
his
or
agent
more
is going to
important.
say though. Like OG doesn't have an All NBA on his roster.
Right. But look, and so I'm speaking you like you're his agent. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's cool. I understand that, but I got 40 for him. I think 40 is more
Julius
than fair.
Randle money 2 years ago.
Sure, he's not as good as Julius Randle 2 years ago. Let's not do this right now, okay, Swiper? Let's just leave it alone. I think 40 is fair. If that's a low ball, then okay, like my bad.
I mean, if you
but
can
I
save
think
$17 million a year, hey, Detroit, that's phenomenal.
yeah, it's on top of that, Swiper. Then we also have to talk about what we're seeing right now.
Yep.
Your skill set is not translating to helping us win playoff basketball.
Talk about it.
So I can't and see that's the difference between him and OG. That's why I don't give a damn about All NBA. Okay, yeah, you made All NBA. OG's helping us win basketball games. You're not. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all there is to it.
The designated rookie extension swiper is a player who is entering the 4th year of a rookie scale contract.
Yep.
The maximum salary starts at 25% of the cap,
Yep.
30% based on criteria,
Yep.
with a maximum of 6 years,
Yep.
which includes the remaining year of the current contract, which means that the contract that he has right now, if he signed a 5-year, well, I think are we in year 4
No,
right
this
now?
this will go. He'll be going into year 4. I think this is
Next
his third.
season.
Is
So
it?
next
Let me see.
season we're
Well,
going
let me
into
tell
year
old Jalen during this. I forgot.
No, I think we're going into year 5 next year.
Yeah,
If I'm
year
not
5.
mistaken.
That's right.
Next year's year 5.
Mhm.
Hey,
Okay, so,
Swiper,
we're
Swiper,
in year
pay-
4 right now. So coming
Year 4.
into this, coming into this season, we were entering year 4. So we're eligible.
Mm-hmm.
We're eligible for a rookie max extension. That's what we're eligible for.
Yes, that's I explained this already
Sure.
in the chat. I
That's
don't know
what-
what they're missing.
I just want to make sure that I'm following you. That's
But again,
all.
he gets an additional bonus because of the All NBA. What Ox? What were you gonna say? What's funny?
And he's definitely making All NBA this year.
I mean,
I
he's
think
more
he
than
is.
likely going to make All NBA.
I think he's going to make the All Pro.
He was on our team.
He was on my list. He was on my list.
What'd you
I had him
want,
13.
Ox? What'd you say my name for? What's funny in the chat?
Never mind, bro. I don't like how you talking. Bro. You don't,
See what you done did? That's why you
don't-
turn him off.
you don't deserve to laugh, bro. You don't deserve to laugh because our chat is hilarious. So I'll tell you, Chill and Ron. Miles in the chat said, "Paying a brother for muscles is wild."
No, it ain't. Hell no. Teams pay for muscle all the time. Yes, they do. Teams pay for muscle all the time. In fact,
But
yes,
we
you
do.
need
I
muscle in the
think we
NBA.
do. I think we do got to talk about that though. Like I think what Jalen Duren did in the regular season earned him a good amount of money, but show his deficiencies in the playoffs, getting benched in when the series is tied 2-2, not being able to work through that. It kind of shows his youth. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he's just not there maturity wise. I'm not saying he's like immature. I'm just saying like maturity, like growth wise. You know what I'm saying? As far as in the game, like experience wise. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's not all the way there yet.
Sure.
So I think that should come into the conversation when they're negotiating this deal. And I think the general manager, front office, they need to be firm about that. Like, hey, if you got to step it up a little bit if you want that big boy money, because we're gonna have to get another guy in here to help us win in the playoffs. Because to Swiper's point, to my point, and to what everybody in the world knows, there's only one reason and one reason alone they made it out of that first round. You know what I'm saying? And if Jalen Duren plays up to the level he's been playing this regular season, I don't think it would have been as much of an issue. You know, so that's a serious conversation.
If the German don't fold, then yeah, man, then they
And
still
don't
going.
forget neither, Ron. Don't forget that 2 years ago. What are we in? 26 right now. So at the end of the 23 season, the Cavs. We talked about Jared Allen talking about the lights being too bright for us, and Evan Mobley really wasn't that in the playoffs. I mean, the Cavs extended him to 220. And again, I don't like to talk about other players, but the Cavs extended him at 220 off the strength of what they think he could do in the future. And this is the reason why they extended him, considering what he's been doing in these playoffs. What he did in this round, he wasn't great against Toronto, but I think as the series went on, he got better. I think as the series went on, he got better, and I feel like as the playoffs went on, he got better. This is why they extended him at that rate. So I think with Jalen Duren, at some point, it's going to have to come out that this is why we're extending you.
Yeah, I think he'll be all right going into the future too.
Yep.
He got to get one or two like go-to moves, and that could be as simple as just getting a consistent mid-range jumper. It could be as consistent as getting a little jump hook. It could be somewhere I'll just get a turnaround face-up game, and I just how Tim Duncan used to reverse pivot and just shoot that shot off the glass. It could be just something like that, but he has to get something that he can at least go to.
Yeah.
And as soon as and I'm not saying he got to average 25, something that when you're starting to play against better teams and better defenses and better defenders, you can get us. Like the game gets tight, Kate Cunningham is having an off night, you can score 6 points in the fourth quarter down the stretch. Something like that.
Ron, really quickly before we move forward with the ad, Joe, please read this super chat from Joe Gunn Bodie. Please read that super chat, Ron. Please read that super chat.
Joe Gun Body. That's what I'm going to call you. Joe Gun Body said, PC, I graduate college tomorrow. Been tapped in since my freshman year summer.
Wow.
Thank you so much for the knowledge and entertainment over the years.
Joe, my man, when you graduate college, what you've done is you've now made it clear that you don't have to do something. You got options. You dig what I'm saying, brother? Once you have graduated school, once you've graduated college, you have now become an educated man. And now you don't put yourself in a box where you only can do this. There are now a number of different things that you can do, brother. Congratulations. Absolutely. That's big.
Now put the camera on me, Ron. Now, as an alpha myself, you need to make sure that you don't stop here because everybody can get a degree. Anybody can get a degree. What you need to do, you need to go out there, find your JD dinner, take all that money you spend on your tuition, give it to somebody that got everything you want. Go learn, get the tools, get the keys, grind, don't sleep. Get up at 5 a.m. and work. 5 a.m. and work. Don't stop. Don't go to sleep. Don't party. No girlfriend. Don't even eat. Just go out and work. Work on your entrepreneurship skills and get out there and get this money and don't sleep. Self-made. You think we did that by sleeping and taking breaks? No. You think that we took breaks to start PC? No. You think I came up off of YouTube and started working in the NBA and took nights off, chill? No. I be in the gym. Hey, let me tell you what I do. I drink my Saratoga water. I walk my dog, make my breakfast, do my house chores, and then I grind. I get on PC and I grind. I leave PC, grind, go to the gym, eat, nothing fatty, chicken, rice with greens, and then I do another show, and then I go back out again and grind some more, get ready for another show, and then I work later in the night as well. I got a show I got to do at 1 a.m. And guess what I'll do tomorrow morning? Get up again.
Saratoga water.
And grind again. And then tomorrow I'm going to go out. And I'm not talking about going out for a respite. I'm going to go out and dance salsa to work on my skills. I never stop. Never stop. Then I got another show on Sunday. I never stop. All right? I never stop. So hey, great job getting this degree, but you can't stop. Okay, you want to be ordinary? Get everybody else up here. You want to be ordinary? Then you just stop at that degree. But what you got to do, forget the women, forget all that other stuff. Don't you even think about them. You only hang out with your fellas. That's it. Only hang out with your fellas.
Look, don't drink none of that Saratoga water. I told you we boycotting that shit. Don't let me catch y'all with no Saratoga water. I ain't bullshitting. Y'all know it's like y'all know I ain't playing. If I catch y'all with that Saratoga water, it's on. Anyway,
Yo,
hey, congratulations, young fella, man. Get that money,
man. That's a big deal, bro. Especially now in this era, bro. Shout out to you, bro.
Enjoy yourself, Joe. Hey, life gonna come at you quick, and make sure you enjoy yourself. All right, y'all. What else you need to do, Joe? Is download the Splash Sports Money. Hey, take all that graduation money you finna get from all your friends, family, relatives. Hey, you might even have a little leftover money from FAFSA. Take that money and put it on Splash Sports. Because when you use Code Choice, not only will you be competing against real people and not the house, not only do you have the access to the highest multipliers in the game, but You will get 100% deposit match and you'll get 100% quick picks boost. You don't get any other benefits anywhere else like this, except for when you use code CHOICE on Splash Sports and play quick picks. Download the app by clicking the link in the bio or scanning the QR code. And when you do that, we got some hot picks for you that we're going to show you right here, right now. Big Ox, let's get into it. Hey, Joe O, this is for you. I promise you. Ox won't sell us today. Oh, Joe O, you see that Hit Streak Survivor? Go ahead and check that out too. So I don't know what Swiper talking about. Wemby rebounds, I mean, you know, it's kind of been a trend.
Quick picks. We got James Harden. We're doing Minnesota and San Antonio.
No, I mean we got 2 games today. Let's
Hey
rock
man,
out.
let me get Dylan Harper because he hit on all the other ones and then missed on the one that I chose. Let me get Dylan Harper points 11.5. More, please.
You getting your get back?
I believe in him. I definitely believe in Dylan Harper for sure. De'Aaron Fox.
I believe in history.
Field goal attempt. They got field goal attempt for De'Aaron Fox up here. Chill.
I don't think so. No.
Matter
Where's
of fact, chill.
What is Julius Randle?
Julius Randle is at 16.5 points, chill, and he's been boo-boo. Can he hit 16.5, chill?
16.5, 6 rebounds, 3.5 assists. Tonight in Minnesota tonight.
Bro, chill. He's been horrible.
I think he's a Leicester, Ron. I do. I think he's a Leicester.
You off the Randall train, chill?
I think he's a Leicester.
Are you completely off the train?
Oh, this is a bad choice.
I still think he's a good player. I do. I still think he's a good player. I got tricked last year in the playoffs. I did.
Hey, look, chill. I'm with you. I took my eyes off him after last year. I was like, you know what? I believe him now.
I got tricked. I got tricked last year. Even though the Knicks fans have piled on me like this is what we've been dealing with for years, and we've been trying to tell you, Chill. We've been dealing with this for years, and you wouldn't listen to us. We've been trying to tell you this.
Speaking of dealing with something for years, I didn't just get tricked last year. This nigga been tricking us his whole NBA career. He actually is a trick. Hey, Ox, you know who I want to go less on? The biggest trick in the league.
Oh, James Harden?
The biggest trick in the league. King of diamonds, ace of spades. Yeah, him.
20.5?
Come on. You know what to do.
20.5?
Do not let those 3 green lines fool y'all. You know what is coming game 6. This is clockwork.
Don't let
This
the
is
green
clockwork.
lines fool you.
Telling you, this is clockwork. Ox, you got something else for us?
No, I don't got nothing to that.
All right, let me also get a come on, I gotta rock with Wemby. Let me get a Wemby. What's the points looking like? If it's more than 24, I'm taking it. 25.5.
What about
just get the blocks.
That's 26.
It's 26. Yeah, I'll take the blocks.
4
What were you gonna
blocks.
say though, Swiper?
Sheesh, 4 blocks is wild.
He's 8 feet tall.
What are points and rebounds? 40.5.
Yeah, y'all tweaking.
Who they think he is? 15? Damn.
40.5.
You know who they think he is.
Points and rebounds? That's a lot, chill.
You know who
It's
they
a closeout.
think he
It's a
is.
closeout game though. Go with the more.
Well, can he points, rebounds, and assists might make more sense then, chill. Because if we can get 25, 12,
he about to go
6?
for about 20.
He averaging
13
15
tonight.
rebounds.
They're going for 20
in this series.
43.5 on points, rebounds, and assists. That's 30, 13. That's 30, 13, and 5. He can't do that.
He for sure can do that, baby.
He can't. He can't go 28 and 15. He can't do that. And 2 assists. He can't do that. He 100% can do that.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go with the Wemby,
So
man.
in this series, he's only averaging 20 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists. But remember, he got ejected that game.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
He got
So I don't know what it would be if you take that game out.
Games too. Mm-hmm.
I personally want to take the blocks, but if y'all want to go PRA,
No, we can do blocks too if you want. If you feel like
4
that's more
blocks,
reasonable.
Ron. I love the 4 blocks. I love it. Them 4 blocks. I love that. Yes, sir. Yes, that's easy money, Ron, to be honest with you. Them 4 blocks, yes, that's easy money.
I mean, the 2.5 turnovers is low-key easy money too, but I'm not a Wemby hater, so. All right, well, this is what it is. This is how we rock it on Splash Sports. If you guys like our picks, take our picks, make some money with our picks. But if you have better picks, and if you think you know more ball than the panel, then do your thing. Either way it goes, make sure you use code CHOICE so you can get a 100% deposit match up to $50, and you can get a 100% quick picks boost. We will see you guys in the winner's circle. I can't wait to meet y'all at the bank. All right, fellas, we do got a $50 super chat. I want to run straight directly to that. Appreciate you for sending this through. Whoopity scoopity. We were talking about the other game, so I didn't transition over immediately. But now let's get into the Western Conference game. We got the Wolves. We got the Spurs. Whoopity scoopity said, in an OKC Spurs conference finals, I feel like J-Dub is the best Wemby matchup. Also, OKC got McCain after the games between them. Also, in the 4 games, both teams were healthy. In the 2, AJ Mitchell played in, OKC lost by 2 and won by 21. Without him, lost by 15 and 20. Let's start with the first point. Who's the best matchup for Wemby for the Oklahoma City Thunder?
Yeah, I think J-Dub. That makes a lot of sense. It's a good matchup for him. Long, strong, good center of gravity, can move, maintain his posture, like if you're getting posted up and all that stuff. I actually like that a lot.
So the other 7-footer over there
No.
ain't the best matchup for him. The other rim protector, the other rebounder, the other
No,
shot
you got to be able to
blocker.
stay underneath him.
Okay, so with Wemby, so they've tried to do that with Minnesota with Julius Randle, and that hasn't worked because they got a smaller defender on him, and Julius Randle was more physical with him, and he ate Julius Randle lunch. Okay, so fine, I get that part. With that being said, a matchup of a guy who can use his offense as his defense also, because I don't think that you're going to completely shut Wemby down, but you do have to put him on the defense. I think that's one of the advantages that San Antonio has with Rudy, because they don't really have to put. Rudy doesn't put Wemby on the defense as much as much as Chet will, as a pick and pop, as a pick and dive guy, even stretching the defense, right? Relocating to the long ball line, relocating just to the mid range and the mid post, being able to roam in that area. I think that puts more stress on Wemby as a defender, as opposed to just being a one-on-one defender as opposed to just being a one-on-one defender with Wemby. So I say that to say that I think the best matchup is Chet because what he can bring offensively, in addition to him dealing with him on the box.
What do you mean? You think like Chet attacking Wemby, you're saying?
Yes, absolutely. Using his offense as defense. Yes.
Chill, why would you go to Wemby's you already know the thing that motivates Wemby more than anything else is pure unmitigated hate.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Why would you take the person he hates the most and say that person's going to go at me? That's going to make him play like an all-time great. He's going to look like Hakeem.
Actually, well, no, because Ox, my big fella, my good friend Ox, has shown me over the years. Ox, what happens when you get emotional, Ox? What do you tend to do?
Who, me?
Ox, what if you told me over the years, when you get emotional, what do you tend to do?
I go a little overboard.
Okay, so with that being said, what did we just see Wemby do?
That was different.
No, it's not, and here's why it's not.
That's way different because I would never elbow somebody in the throat on a basketball court.
Now, I don't mean the
He's
action.
a psychopath. I'm not.
I don't mean the action of what he did. I'm talking about him getting emotional, and I feel like the fact that he is seeing red when he sees Chet, and he doesn't particularly deal with Chet in that way. Like he always,
he doesn't see red with Chet.
I want to kill him, right? So
he sees nothing with Chet.
But that's the point, though.
He thinks Chet is a You compared me to Chet because we talk. Chet is not in my atmosphere, Chill. I feel disrespect. I don't feel angry.
Yes,
I feel disrespected,
which is even worse. That's what makes me angry, right? So, with that being said, to have Chet in front of me and Chet going after me, that could
doing what?
That could knocking down jump shot. Let's not make it swiper. Let's not make it sound like he can't score. What are we doing?
Wemby? No, you
It's on
can't.
Wemby. Yes, he can score on
The
Wemby.
thing that works with Wemby is
What are you
power.
doing?
Chet doesn't have any power. What are you going to do with me? Chet, every time you try to 1v1 me face up,
You're not smacking that back in my face. Not every time. No.
he already did it.
Okay, he did it one time. We did see that one
I
time.
actually do think we overreact a little bit to to Wemby getting the best of Chet. Like,
Yeah.
I think Chet be playing all right against Wemby. I'm not on the type of time where I'm like, all right, Wemby's over here. Chet, you go way over there. Chet, don't go nowhere near him. I'm actually kind of with Chill on this. Like, Chet, we're gonna start with you checking Wemby, and we gonna check the temperature. We gonna see what's up.
Fact.
What do you mean? Wait, what do you
I-
mean? Who else would guard Wemby?
You didn't.
J-Dub.
He
Ox,
said
where have you
J-Dub.
been?
Yeah,
He's been-
he thinking it's J-Dub. And I think it's gonna be. To be honest with you,
That ADHD shit ain't no
I
joke.
think we gotta get Ox is the one, Ron, where we in the huddle and we going over some shit, and then we come out the huddle and Ox ass on this side of the floor. Ox,
That's why Ox went Cade to talk to Jalen Duran, because he's Jalen Duran.
where the fuck Ox at?
And
Ox,
now look,
don't just
but
do the
now
play up.
I think Chet for sure should be the one guarding Wemby.
Bro,
Also, I might really consider like not starting iHeart in this series.
no,
I might
don't do
really
that, Ron.
consider
Don't switch
that.
up your lineup. Don't do that, Ron.
Well, Chill.
Don't.
Styles make fights. I can't.
do.
I can't. And these dudes have lumped us up enough times this year to figure out what's going on. So here, Chill. This is the reason why. This is the reason why I'm considering this. Yep. First off, we've tried this and we've lost these guys multiple times this year.
Sure.
And I know J-Dub wasn't there for some of those, and it was some people that were in and out the lineup.
He ain't gonna be there for these neither.
my main thing, J-Dub's not coming back.
I haven't heard anything about him coming back. No.
Hold on, I'm checking his health right now. But my thing is, so if J-Dub is going to be the one to guard him, I don't want iHeart guarding Champagny. I don't want iHeart on the perimeter guarding Devin Vassell. Definitely don't want him guarding Devin Vassell. And the other two, like, I know some of you guys will be like, oh, he could guard Stephon Castle. I don't want iHeart guarding Stephon Castle. So
Wouldn't you put hard on Wemby and then let Chet like be the one that's in between?
I see. I don't. If I don't want Chet guarding him, what makes you think I want iHeart guarding?
Well, wouldn't that make more sense for Wemby to be an over the top player in that situation?
Yes, like more of a
Defensively?
roamer.
No, I would want Chet to be my roamer, but what I'm saying is I don't want iHeart guarding Wemby. I don't want iHeart guarding the best player in the series or the best player on their team.
Well, he's
going to do that anyway, though, Ron.
No, he will, but I don't want that to be my primary matchup. As a matter of fact, I really don't want iHeart to guard Wemby at all.
So
I'm not gonna lie to you.
iHeart only plays when big fella plays.
Yeah, I mean he'll play some minutes with
Cornette?
Wemby like that. That had to end up happening.
Or
Is
he guarding Stephon Castle and playing 10 feet off him?
See, I would rather match up a Cornette. That's what I would rather happen.
Why are we switching up what we do, Ron? Listen, we won 64 games this year. We're the number 1 seed in the Western Conference.
Yeah, how many did they lose, Chill?
I do understand that. I think they lost.
Chill, how many did they lose?
They lost 18 games, and
And of those 18 games,
San Antonio.
4 of them.
Was it 4 or 3?
They went 4-1. Remember, they played in the in-season tournament too. They went
that's
4-1, or they went 1-4 against the Spurs.
I did forget it. Yeah, and that was that was earlier in the season. But with that being said, though, Ron, I think that with iHeart, no, I don't want him guarding Castle, but he's shown me that he can guard on the switch. That's not going to be his primary matchup. His primary matchup is going to be the big. That's where it's going to be. I don't want to, and on top of that, I don't want to.
So who's the big, Chill?
I don't want to take him. It's going to be Chet. Chet's going to be the big. It's going to be the reason why I say it's going to be him and Chet. The reason why I say that is because I think that you, as an offense, you put so much pressure now on San Antonio's front line. Because what Julius Randle should have done, iHeart is now going to do that. He's going to be the finisher around the rim. What I mean when I say he's going to be what I mean when I say he should have done, he's going to be the finisher around the rim. He's going to be a better defensive rebounder. He's going to be a better dirty work guy. The stuff that Julius Randle should have done in this series, iHeart is going to do that, right? So I say that to say I don't want to switch up my lineup against this group off the strength that I don't want to throw us off on any level. No, I don't want to do that.
And I want this to be clear. I'm only saying I would move iHeart to the bench in the case that J-Dub is there. J-Dub has played the 4 before. He's been very successful at the 4. So now Chet is our 5, and we have either Chet or J-Dub guarding Wemby. And now we can match up around the perimeter with the other guys. But also, too, bringing a guy like, let's say, whether you were starting AJ Mitchell or even whether it was Casey Wallace, it will probably be AJ Mitchell, though. You bring AJ Mitchell now, you're bringing more firepower on the offensive end, more floor spacing, but also, too, AJ Mitchell strap up. Like, I know we've focused on AJ Mitchell playing offense and all of that good stuff. AJ Mitchell be out there playing defense too. So it's more so for that to I don't want the Spurs to pick on iHeart. And on top of that, we're gonna need a big to come off the bench and play minutes with Cornette anyways.
Right. And I say that to say, Ron, that yes, the regular season they've handled us. And how have they handled us? They've handled us because Wemby was the equalizer. Like, as good as SGA was in the mid-range, they ain't had nobody that could stand in front of SGA. As good as San Antonio was, even with Castle, even with Devin Vassell, he's kind of gotten busy. I think SGA has gotten busy against them. I think he averaging like 32 a game, 31 a game against them, something like that, something to that.
Well, Wemby was on the minutes restriction in the regular season, remember?
Right.
A couple of them games.
And even when he was in the game, like, think about the effect that he had on them when he was in the game, right? So I think that the physicality early on affected Wemby, where you had guys like Alex Caruso pushing him away from the basket. But it's those
other guy
other
I would
guys.
consider starting.
This those other guys, though. I feel like it's those other guys that I'm thinking about with Oklahoma City in terms of having more than you have in order for us to win. And I think Oklahoma City has more. And Wemby is such the equalizer that we got to put him on the defense in so many different ways. We can't just have him stand in the middle of the paint like an 8th grader against a bunch of 6th graders. We can't have that, Ron. We got to have that guy on the defense. We got to bring him away from the basket. We got to put him in pick and dive. We got to put him in pick and pop. We can't just have him with his arms up like a spider, like a daddy long legs, and just around the basket, just swatting everything away. Nah, we got to put him on. We got to put him on the defense in other spaces in order for us to be more effective and open up that lane.
What would be the biggest? Obviously, I don't want to do that because the Wolves very well could get out of the series. So we'll keep that. I'll keep that in the holster.
Yeah.
All right. The second part to the super chat, though, he mentioned OKC got Jeremy Kane after they played the games against Philly. So clearly they scouted him, liked him, went and got him. But AJ Mitchell, the 2 games that AJ Mitchell played in, they lost by only 2 and 21. And then without AJ Mitchell, they lost by 15 and 20.
They lost by 2, won by 21.
Yeah.
Okay. Lost by 2, won by 21. So is AJ Mitchell a big swing factor?
Yeah, of course. He's been there. Yeah.
I think he neutralized. I think the way AJ Mitchell's been playing, Ron, like, he can neutralize what Harper does. Like, if he can outplay Harper, because Harper's a huge boost for them coming off the bench. Y'all already know what people have been saying about Harper. Harper comes off the bench. He's a bucket getter. Not much of a distributor, but can distribute. In terms of being a defender, he can do that. I think AJ Mitchell, to your point, Ron, because I know how you feel about ballers, I think they point AJ Mitchell in Harper's direction and make a beeline to him. I think that I'm
excited to see that, Chill.
Yes, I think they point him right in his direction. That is your matchup. Not only do you have to slow him down, put him on his heels and keep him on his heels. Whenever you get the ball, go after him. Do not let him off the hook. Don't.
This potential series has a lot of good cross matches between elite defenders and great and elite offensive players. For instance, you just said Harper and AJ Mitchell. Obviously, Stephon Castle's going to pick up SGA. Then we're going to, on the flip side, we're going to see the Thunder throw their best defenders at De'Aaron Fox. So Casey Wallace will probably take De'Aaron Fox. Then you got Lou Dort guarding Stephon Castle. Chet and Wemby, who they guard. Like, it's going to be Keldon Johnson when he comes in.
This series?
What do you mean co-op?
Co-opt. Do too much.
So you think? So you think he with them too?
He need to go if he do the same thing he been doing a lot these 2 series. He need to let Dylan Harper take the wheel. That's what he need to do.
Well, we can't. Well, here's the thing. I mean, he wasn't.
I'm tired of protecting this guy. I'm not going to keep doing this. He hasn't been good enough. That's objectively true. He's not been good enough.
That's not objectively true. That's not because he was. Just because he didn't get
the whole playoffs.
That's not true. He got busy in that Portland series. Stop the bullshit. That's just not true, Swiper. He's played good in that. He played good in that Portland series. Iced game. I want to say ice game 4. Yep, ice game 4 and ice game 4 and played well in game 5.
All right, Chill. I don't know of any other person, any other guard that I know of. You can say he's playing good. shooting 44% from the field and
See,
31% from three and 72% from the free throw line.
Yep,
I've
right.
not heard of another guard shooting, let me repeat it, 44, 30, 72 for an entire playoff run, and you telling me they've been good.
Yeah,
And then on top of that, when there's a dude behind me in Dylan Harper, that's clearly been better than me in majority of these playoff games.
Clearly he's been better. So Swiper, what you're
Yes.
leaving out. So Swiper, what you leaving out. I'm not gonna say clearly better. What you leaving out, because you bring up the number of 44% in its entirety. What you're leaving out is what he's done throughout the course of games. Like you're
What?
leaving out. Okay, what happened in that Trailblazer game, Swiper, in game 4? When they were down 18.
Why do we go to individual games? I'm talking about the whole playoff run.
What are we talking about? Because
He had good games. He had two good games. That's good. He did. Yes.
Right. In two of those good games, those 2 good games that he had,
They were good games.
no, they weren't just good games, Swiper. They iced the series.
He's not been.
Series is
Has he
over.
been better in the
Done.
playoffs than
We're
Dylan
moving
Harper?
on.
Has he
We're
been better in the
done.
playoff? Has he been better in the playoff than Dylan Harper?
Has he been better in the playoffs than Dylan Harper? In the Portland Trailblazer series, he was better than Dylan Harper.
I said in the playoffs. Dylan Harper this playoffs is at 14 on 5 rebounds, 2 assists on 55, 38,
In
88,
limited
80,
minutes.
80, 85 split. What do you mean?
In limited minutes.
25
how many
minutes a
minutes
game
has-
is limited? He's played 25 minutes a game is
25.
limited?
Yes, that's rotation minutes. That's not a guy. And by the way, Swipers, let's not make it sound like he's playing 25 straight minutes. He's playing 5 minutes here. He's playing 8 minutes here. He's not playing 25 straight minutes. What are you doing? And
Who
when is he
said
coming into
played
the game?
25 straight minutes?
You just said 25 minutes. That's still
He's playing
limited.
25 minutes a game.
Okay, 25 minutes. So 5 minutes here, 4 minutes. Think about when he's coming into the game. Think about what we're doing when he's coming into the game. What are you doing?
Okay,
man?
so has he been better than De'Aaron Fox over this
Dylan
playoff
Harper
run or
is
no?
not better than De'Aaron Fox.
No,
He is
has
not.
he played better in the playoffs than De'Aaron Fox?
He played better in the series than De'Aaron Fox has.
In the whole
No,
playoffs,
he
I'm
has not in
asking.
the whole playoffs. No, he has not. He played better. He
There's
played better in
nothing,
this
I've
series.
realized there's nothing that I can tell any of you about De'Aaron Fox that you'll ever listen to.
That's not
ever.
true at all, Swiper.
Ever. No. Dylan Harper has absolutely been better offensively. That's not even a question. That's not even a question. I'm watching all these same games that we're watching. I'm watching them all. I'm watching Dylan Harper also in the fourth quarter.
Right,
I'm watching him go crazy. I'm watching him in the third quarter take over the game.
And
I'm
I saw
watching him apply pressure constantly.
we also
I'm watching him get the ball up the and get to the rim.
we also saw De'Aaron Fox do the same thing.
No, he's not. Chill. There's a massive. So chill. If one player is shooting just raw, because I know you don't like to get into some of the advanced stuff. Raw numbers.
Sure.
55, 38, 85. And the other player, same role, 44, 31, 72. There's a massive efficiency difference. Like a huge one. You don't think that means anything?
I do think it
Over the
means
course of the whole playoff run?
I do think it means something over the course of the whole playoff run. But what I'm not, where the divide is between you and me is you're leaving out the importance of what De'Aaron Fox has done throughout the playoffs. Also, you're just looking at it from a shooting standpoint.
No, I'm
That's
not.
it.
I've watched all these games, and I'm saying that
too,
that's also why I'm. No, I'm saying that's also why I'm saying he hasn't been better than Dylan Harper. I'm also saying that's why. I'm saying one player is more effective than the
Dylan
other.
Harper's been a better bucket getter than him in the playoffs.
Just a better offensive player.
So he's been a better distributor than him. He's been a
He's
better
been a
passer than
better
him.
offensive player. He's been a better offensive player. Yes, offensive
can you-
player.
but how
He's
can
meant
you-
more to their offense than he has. Yes.
That's
Yes.
just not.
Okay, so chill. I'm just gonna go. I know this is not your favorite thing in the world. I'm just gonna go straight to some of the actual like on-off stuff, just offensively.
This is
Dylan Harper in this playoff run, they're a plus 12 with a 116 offensive rating
sure.
with them on.
Yep.
Okay, they're a plus 9.5 with a 116 offensive rating with De'Aaron Fox on. Cool.
Yep.
So it's plus 12, plus 12.
Yep.
But the same thing, and again, I know Gladox isn't here. I'm not saying that means anything. I'm just listen to.
Yes. I'm following.
They're 19 points better when De'Aaron Fox is off the floor this playoffs.
They're 19
points better. They're 12 points better with Harper off. Again, that's just the stabilizing thing. When Harper is on the floor without De'Aaron Fox, they have a 116 offensive rating and a 96 defensive rating. They're a plus 19.6.
Do you think that has anything to do with Wemby? Do you think that has anything
Of course,
to do?
but the same thing
right.
would apply to Fox. The same thing would apply to Fox.
Right.
The same thing would apply. So why is Fox
100%
not?
would apply
So
to
why
Fox.
is Fox not? Why are Fox's numbers not better if he's playing with Wemby? If Dylan Harper's numbers are better when he's playing with Wemby?
But they were. But
They're not.
okay,
They're
they're not.
not, though.
Okay, they're once again. He's playing in a shorter time. That's number one. He's coming in the game in different times than De'Aaron Fox.
He's closing a lot of these games.
And De'Aaron Fox closed games. So what were the numbers when De'Aaron Fox?
So in the fourth quarter the other day, Chill, when we were watching that
series
game,
right here that we're talking about right now.
Yeah, remember in the fourth quarter of that game that Wemby got thrown out, and I brought that up to you the next day, and you didn't like it, and Ox just said, well, he's just missing shots. And I said, I don't like the defense he played either. Dylan Harper was the engine that was getting them in, like maintaining the lead or getting them back into the game. De'Aaron Fox took over the offense, and then it dissipated. Because they started treating Dylan Harper like the number one option.
And that's been going, and that's been what this is the problem that I'm having with you, Swipe. But the problem that I'm having with you is that you're talking about the playoffs in its entirety, yet you're leaving out the playoffs in its entirety.
I'm not.
Like, yes, you are, because why didn't you bring up what happened in the Portland Trailblazers series?
I think that's a good series, but I said the whole playoffs.
It's which is part of the playoffs.
I agree with you. But I've asked who's been better in the playoffs in the entirety. Is what I said.
I think that Dylan Harper has been better in this series. I think Dylan Harper has been better in this series specifically.
Do you think
he was also great in Game 3 against the Trailblazers? That was him and Castle had that amazing Game 3.
Who?
Him and Castle had that amazing Game 3 against the Trailblazers, where they both went crazy.
Him who? Dylan Harper.
Harper and Castle.
Sure. Harper and Castle. Right. And like I said, he's been playing, but he's I think Dylan Harper's played better in this series, in this Minnesota series. I think Harper has played better. I think De'Aaron Fox played better than him in that series against the Trailblazers.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with both. But I do want to ask you guys, instead of really like debating on who was better in the past, who do you guys think is not just more important tonight,
Harper.
but more so looking into this Thunder
Harper.
series?
Harper.
So you think Harper's going to be more important in the Thunder series than De'Aaron?
Harper. Yeah, Harper. De'Aaron's about to see coverages that I don't think he's going to have a very, very difficult time with.
So a rookie who has never seen anything like this.
Who's more explosive? Yeah, who's more explosive than he is, getting more paint touches than he is. And it's a better shooter.
You think he a better not offensive?
I think in this playoff run,
an offensive player. I'm saying that. So he's a better downhill guy than De'Aaron Fox, which I completely
in this playoff run. Yeah, he's been getting more paint touches than him. Yeah,
and. So with him getting more paint, touches, you think that he's going to be able to do that against that Oklahoma City defense?
Better than Fox will be. Yeah,
better than Fox. So you think he a better ball handler?
I think Fox is going to be running. I think Fox is going to have more issues running into Lou Dort and Kaysen.
Why would Dylan Harper not have these more issues?
I've been watching Dylan Harper in this series. Well, one of the reasons Fox is struggling is because of that same thing with ball pressure. It's the same thing. Dylan's just better at it in this series. It might be better at next series.
Well, might be better at it, even though
he's doing better right now.
But we've seen Dylan Harper against. I mean, we just saw him against Drew Holiday, and he was getting paint touches.
So was Dylan though.
He wasn't doing it like.
Do you realize even in that series, Dylan was? I think the issue is Chill's like Dylan wasn't more in the background in that series because he was like getting his feet wet a little bit. Dylan was still excellent in the Portland series, and then he's been even better in the Wolves series versus a better defense and more pressure.
And De'Aaron Fox was excellent. Also,
he was good. He was very good. He was very good. He was very good. I'm agreeing with you.
I say that to go up against this Oklahoma City team. There's going to be less one-on-one opportunities for both of these guys. There's going to be more. There's going to be a lot more DHOs. There's going to be a lot more pick and dive stuff because it's hard to beat guys of those caliber. Lou Dort, Alice Caruso. Line all of the defenders up. It's going to be hard to beat these guys one-on-one off the dribble. And on top of that, it's way different in the paint with Klingon, and it's way different in the paint with Klingon and Rudy Gobert and Naz Reid than it is with Chet. And
wouldn't that aid the person that's been scoring better versus those players in general?
And Robert Williams. Robert Williams was also in the Trailblazer series. Can't forget him. He was amazing.
Robert Williams was also in that Trailblazer series. Sure, but what I'm saying is we've seen Dylan. I've seen De'Aaron Fox get busy as a downhill guy, as a finisher, as a mid-range guy, as a mid-post guy.
He hasn't been able to hit. He's not been a great mid-range shooter this year either. The whole season.
Okay, he might not have been a great mid-range shooter, and neither has
in this
Dylan
playoffs.
Harper. Neither has Dylan Harper. But Dylan Harper
Dylan is scoring better from him than everywhere on the floor in the playoffs. He is. I'm saying objectively, he is. I don't know.
Objectively not true. It's not. Dylan Harper is not better than De'Aaron Fox.
No, I said
because what you're trying to sell me.
Better in this playoff run.
The reason why this is getting my blood pressure up is because what you're trying to sell me is that if you take De'Aaron Fox off the floor, we got a better chance of winning with him than we got with this guy.
In this series, yes.
They didn't in the first round.
Absolutely. But guess what?
Out, though.
This is the issue. I already gave that to you. That Fox was
that part. You want to talk about the playoffs in its entirety, but you don't want to talk about the playoffs in its entirety.
Guess what? That's cool. Guess what? Harper was still very good versus the Portland Trailblazers.
And De'Aaron Fox was
good.
And De'Aaron Fox was better, which is part of the playoffs.
Go ahead, Drago.
I want to say I think how Fox plays might be more important to them. I think we saw that in the Christmas Days game. If you remember that, he was really good in that game. Got to mid range, got his.
We lost him,
Mr. Drago.
We lost him.
Damn, Drago, you got dropped. Oh, okay. You back?
Did I just cut out?
Yeah, you cut out. You said we heard you talk about in the Christmas game series or in the Christmas Day game.
Hey, Drago.
De'Aaron Fox was really good in that game. Like got to the mid range. Got all the way to the rim, collapsed defense. I think what Dylan Harper gives more of than Fox is he's a better off-ball player, and he's really good at playing off of Wemby. Like off of these Wemby drive, you've seen a couple of Wemby's dishes go to Harper. Harper is also maybe like now the best transition guard in the league. Like when he's on the break, he is so crafty on the break right now. And I just want to ask a question. Can you remember any rookie point guard being this poised and this controlled? I would say maybe since like Magic.
Yeah, Magic.
I can't remember in the playoffs.
Yeah, Magic. Mm-hmm. Rookie point guards in the playoffs. Yeah, Magic.
Hey, Drago. Just by the way, Drago, because I know obviously you're a little bit stats merchant. Drago in this Dylan Harper in this playoff, he's shooting 67% in the restricted area. He's shooting about 43% from the mid-range area, and then he's shooting 37% from three, 40% above the mid-break, break. De'Aaron Fox in the same run is shooting 54% at the rim. Now he's shooting 55.6% on 10 of 18 from mid-range, but then he's shooting 30% from three on above the break. And then at the rim, like massive gap. Now, 10 of 18 versus 3 of 7. So like, obviously De'Aaron Fox taking a lot more attempts in that area. But some of this is also too, it's just like at the premium spots chill in the playoffs, Dylan's just been better than him. Like some of these plays. Now, that doesn't mean it can be different in the Thunder series. Maybe it is different in the Thunder series. Maybe there's a switch and it doesn't work. But I'm saying it feels for me at this point when I'm watching the Spurs, I'm just like when Dylan's out there and it's like Stephon Castle and Wemby and like Keldon Johnson. Like, yeah, I mean, either way, we're glad to have them all. We're glad to have them all. That's
actually we're not, because all I hear is that what I'm hearing is that De'Aaron Fox shouldn't be playing.
I didn't. As much as not one person said that.
As much he shouldn't be playing as much as Dylan Harper, because I literally just heard you talk about how much better they are objectively. How much better they are objectively with Dylan Harper on the floor with Wemby than they are with De'Aaron Fox on the floor.
Well, they have been better
objectively. So when I hear stuff like that, that tells me objectively this dude should be playing more than this dude, because we're better when this dude.
Well, you know how roles and contracts and age works. Like he's a rookie,
and I'm glad you brought that part up.
He's a rookie,
right? But you know why that's important, because when we bring up also the stuff that you literally just said. The stuff that you literally just said about above the break stuff. Do you know how shot selection works? Do you know how in the game, how transition works? The time of the game, when Dylan Harper is getting these shots, when De'Aaron Fox is getting these shots, how he's creating these shots, who's creating these shots for him? Is he creating these shots for himself?
Dylan Harper is creating his own shots, yes.
And so is De'Aaron Fox.
So is De'Aaron Fox.
When is this going on?
One of them is doing it better than the other. That's what I'm saying.
Once again, so it sounds to me like it
doesn't mean he doesn't need to play.
Then I didn't say that. On the floor, Swiper. Why?
Because he's still a valuable player. I'm saying one of them is just playing better than the other. That's all I said.
If one is playing better than the other, and he's and by the way, the 25 minutes, which is not 25 straight minutes, it sounds to me.
Why would that? Why? Who's ever said that though? Like who?
You literally brought up the 25 minutes, Swiper.
But why would you say anybody's ever played 25 or 34 straight minutes?
I was actually getting to that point. So the 25 minutes that he's playing, how productive he is. If we increase those minutes, how much better would he be for us?
It's a
than
bit
De'Aaron
Manu
Fox.
Ginobili-like. It's like Manu Ginobili, like when
No, it's
Manu was
not.
just playing all out, all of his like 28 minutes.
And how much better was he? And,
Exactly.
and how much better? Okay, so with him being better than, I don't know, whoever was playing in front of him, wasn't he playing more? And were they better?
Yeah, I think it's also just they want to mix up their punches.
Why?
I will
Why are
say
we doing
probably-
that? What are we doing that for? We got the young guy. We got the other young guy here in Castle. We got the young guy, the big guy. Why don't we just get rid of the old
Because
guy?
you need as many ball handlers as possible that can create advantages.
So why are we talking about him being better then?
I do
Why
think
are we doing that?
Well,
Because all you're doing is phasing him out.
It's a note.
So let's
It's just-
not waste time with that.
It's
Let's
not
just get him out.
You're not phasing Harper out.
That's
Actually,
exactly
it's just
what you're doing.
one
You're
of them is
phasing
just
out- you're
doing their
phasing
job.
Fox out.
He's saying phase
That's
Fox. out.
exactly what you're doing. Why do we even have him here?
No, I'm just saying
I
one of
think
them.
next year Fox is probably going to be out, but right now they're in the playoff series, so like right now they have.
You need all three. It matters that you're going to face OKC.
Did we not literally just see what's today? Friday? Did we not literally just see Monday? Ron, what happened to Jalen Duren?
Got his ass put on that bench.
So if Paul Reed, let's say for the sake of argument, Detroit wins that game, and Paul Reed keeps playing like that, do we increase his minutes, and do we now keep phasing?
Well, depends on
Jalen
the next
Duren?
series.
Paul Reed's going to play more minutes tonight for sure.
Right, and what my point is why are we wasting time? Because this sounds to me like a fit thing. And
No,
if
it's
Dylan
not.
Harper,
You need as many
if
people
Dylan
who can
Harper
create
fits,
advantages,
if
though,
Dylan
Joe.
Harper
Like,
fits better, if he fits better than what we got going on, because you just told me you don't think he's a better player. You think
I
that
said he's not playing better. Is
No,
what I
that's what I'm
said.
talking about. That's what I mean. So you don't
No, I
think-
did
you don't
not.
think-
Better
you
player.
don't think-
De'Aaron Fox
you
is a
don't
better
think-
player. I'm saying
Right, you
playing
don't
better in
think
this
he's a better
playoffs.
player. So if he's playing better and he fits better, right? If he's playing better and he fits better, the young guy. I got another young guy over here. I got the big guy who's also a young guy. Then I got Devin Vassell, who's another young guy.
Yep,
Why
great
don't we
player.
start? Why don't we start the process? Why
In the
are
middle
we
of the
wasting time with
playoffs?
this?
Why would you do that in the middle of the playoffs?
Because we're winning. Because according to you, literally just told me, Swiper, that the on-off minutes with Dylan Harper on the floor, we're
Yeah,
winning.
but you need both
with
of them
him.
though. Like
No,
that's
we
the whole
don't.
point.
Because
You-
you literally just told me
who got you? Who made you like this?
everything
No
that
one's
you
ever
just-
said it has to be
Well,
all.
objectively,
And nobody said it has to be all or none.
No,
That's not
Swiper,
the way-
you
that's
just
not the way
said
it works.
objectively.
Chill.
when he's on
You
the
need
floor,
all of
they're
them. If
better.
you don't. Chill. How
Just
about
told
this?
me that.
How about this? You need Vassell, who's a great player, by the way,
Mhm.
who you never talk about because you hate him. You
No, I
need
like Devin
Stephen Castle. You need De'Aaron Fox. You need Dylan Harper. You need Keldon Johnson. You know why? Because they can all dribble and they can all penetrate. You also need Harrison Barnes. They're all good players. And then you add Wemby and then Luke Cornett. You need all of these players to keep up, to be able to create advantages. And to that way, you can't be scheming inconsistently.
No, man.
For instance, Chill,
We're
you like
objectively
Jamal Murray. What happened when Jamal Murray ran out of gas and he couldn't get by Jaden McDaniel? Who else could they give the ball to? Tyus Jones? The Wolves saying we won. That's good for us that Tyus Jones has the basketball. In this instance, if De'Aaron Fox and Dylan Harper and Devin Vassell and Stephon Castle are all doing different things with the basketball, then you need all of these players to be successful. And then when you put that around me, the best player in the world, Victor Wembanyama, you damn near unguardable.
Fair enough.
That's
Hey,
why you
but
need him.
Ron, to what you were saying though,
Fair enough.
I disagree with us just automatically assuming that Paul Reed's supposed to play a lot more tonight. Like we have to like compartmentalize it, individualize these games. Like this is one game, this is another game, this is another game. Game 5, Paul Reed came in, you did your thing. Now game 6, Jalen Duren, this is your position, this is your spot. Go do your thing. If you're not doing your thing, then we call Paul Reed back. But we're not like we can't just write it on the board already. Like, okay, Paul Reed, I got 20 good minutes for you automatically, 25 minutes for you automatically. I'm just against that way of thinking. Like this is still Jalen Duren's spot.
Remember earlier I said that though. I said Jalen Duren's first quarter determines everything. Like if Jalen Duren's hooping like Paul Reed, you back to your regular role. I actually just said that just kind of like foreseeing that Jalen Duren's going to continue to be Jalen Duren. And it's like, Paul Reed, we're going to need a little boost off the bench. We're going to need your 10 points off the bench.
That he played 0 minutes before the fourth quarter, and then he played every minute after that. Like,
Yeah,
none
I
of
don't
the
like
first.
that.
Jay, I don't like that too. I hate that, but JB's fed up. JB is fed up with Jalen Duren.
You don't got time to be fed
He
up.
coached. He said Jalen Duren, sit your ass on that bench.
Ox, you keep saying coach. Coach what? Like what am I supposed to do with a guy who can't finish around the rim, who can't bully himself to the rim, a guy who has not been rebounding the way he's been rebounding in the past? I'm coaching my ass off with this guy. It's not I'm putting this guy in space.
On the defensive side.
Right. And I already know who he is defensively, right? He's young. He doesn't process defense. He doesn't process his pick and die well. He's actually gotten better as a closeout guy because he was a horrible closeout guy. He would foul a lot on closeouts. With that being said, what else am I supposed to do with this guy that I haven't done already? Because I understand you, Ox, as a coach.
Did you try cussing his ass out?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's done that.
Do it again.
I'm just saying we got to try that too. I don't know.
Not everybody responds to that, Ox.
I know everybody doesn't, but some people do. And you know what I'm saying?
Especially the bigger ones. The bigger you are, the softer you get from coaching sometimes.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Most people say that. Most people say that until they get fire slapped out of them too. But anyways. So what I'm saying though, Chill, is I don't got the answers. Like I'm not JB Bickerstaff. He's coaching the Pistons for a reason. I have no idea exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like JB got the answers. Teach him.
You know what? Matter of fact, Pinn's right. How much help does K need, Ron? He got all these players in that roster. How much? JB Bickerstaff, former coach of the year, basically. How much help does he need?
Don't start.
K needs as much help as he can possibly get.
But he already got the best.
No,
he got a 61 team. He got a top 2 defense. What else you need?
He needs as much help as Jokic.
Got a Sarge Thompson.
Exactly, and we do this with every other star player. We'll go down the roster and say, "Oh man, let's get this guy out of there and let's get this guy in there." We do this with everybody.
Jokic has a better team than Jalen Duren.
No, he doesn't.
Way better.
They didn't win 61 games.
By far, yes.
Way better.
According to Penn, no, they didn't. They didn't win 61 games.
Okay, can I?
Bro. You need help. You need help, bro. Yeah, I can't. Sorry, you never cease to amaze me, bro.
It's always something, ain't it?
Before we move off the Spurs and the Thunder, I actually had something I wanted to bring up. So,
what's up?
If Wemby and the Spurs win this year, where do we go from here? Like, I almost hope they don't win. Like, if they win this year, with like Wemby is 22. The Spurs have a ton of assets. They have a tradable contract in Fox. They have
Giannis would come be number 2 option.
They have Castle. Like Harper might be more Magic to Wemby's Kareem than he's Manu to Wemby's Tim Duncan. Like we might actually be like, if this is where we are now when he's 22, where are we when he's 27?
Unanimous DPOY, Finals MVP, Chill, Western Conference Finals MVP, 22 years old.
Are we assuming that this is going to keep going? Is that what we're assuming?
Like, I mean, if LeBron at 22 had Dwight Howard and Chris Paul on his team or something, and they were all in the same age, around the same age, like they go to the finals, beat the Spurs. What happens from there? Like, just keep like LeBron gets to his eventual 2009 level. Those other two keep improving. Like,
does he get to that level? Does James play at that level if he got Dwight Howard? Does Dwight Howard play at that level?
I think Wemby gets to where he's going to need to get to. What's my overall?
I think that the divide with me is that we assume that these guys just become like all of them become this. Like somebody's going to have to take a back seat to somebody. Like all of these guys are not just going to be able.
Well, what do you mean, Chill? Like production wise, or just what?
Yeah, somebody's going to have to take a bite. Like so Dylan Harper. So Wemby becomes what you guys think Wemby is going to become. So what does that mean for Dylan Harper? What does Dylan Harper become? Is Dylan Harper another 25, 30 a game guy? And if that's true,
no. But Dylan Harper could be couldn't you agree, Chill? He could be like a bigger version of like Suns Chris Paul, where he's better, but he's just like he's not going to average a bunch of points, but like,
which I'm cool with.
And way better off the ball. Way better off the ball.
I just never subscribe to that off the ball thing when it comes to league guards. That's the biggest problem that we have with Minnesota right now. They don't have a league guard that's consistent. They got.
I think
Mike
that's
Conley.
the beautiful thing because Castle can also play on the ball. I think they just have like Dylan Harper is a malleable player, and Wemby is also not a guy that just needs the ball.
We're gonna see that. I think we're gonna see that throughout. I think we're gonna see that throughout the course of the rest of this playoffs. How much they need that on-ball guy to be on the basketball, as opposed to a guy playing off the ball.
But they got 3 people that can get on the ball, though, Chill.
Right, they do have 3 people who can get on the ball. But with the 3 people who can get on the ball, who is the most viable with controlling their offense. Like, do you
It's
love
gonna
Castle?
be Dylan Harper.
You
A year
love
from now, it's
Castle?
gonna be Dylan Harper.
Well, no, Castle can. Yeah, Castle can for sure do it. De'Aaron Fox gets the most opportunity to do
What
it.
kind of
right
offense
now.
do the San Antonio Spurs run? That
Well, they're playing like they run a lot of motion offense. Like they're
That's what I
playing
think.
5 out,
right.
but like their whole point is like shot gravity. Like they create so many looks off the ball for Devin Vassell and Julian Champagnie, in for instance, where they will literally like run empty side pick and rolls, or they'll run like the message or whatever, and like they're getting downhill. And then eventually, because of the way their offense works, they're making you collapse. And then they're bringing up Devin Vassell or Julian Champagnie backside, either in the corner or in the wing. And they're getting like these wide open threes. Or if you stay home, bro, they have so many
They just
options.
lob it up to Wemby at the
Yeah,
fifth
bro.
ball.
Like they have so many options offensively to like get a good shot. And then if it mucks up, Wemby, I can shoot the ball over the top or get low, and then he drops by you, dunks over you left-handed with a 10-foot radius. But then on the other end, Dylan Harper, you want to get me into isolation? I can do it. I can get if you ain't got no center either. Dylan Harper getting all the way to the rim, and I'm dunking on you.
And that's
And-
now. Imagine in like if he
3 years
gets
from
any
now.
better, like we're all like if these 3 guys gets better, we're all fucked. Like it's just gonna be the
Yo,
Spurs.
Drago. What do you project that Dylan Harper is gonna turn out to be?
If I say a top 5 point guard ever, I think that might be.
Ever?
I think he's gonna
Just
be-
say in the league. Just say in the league. That's
No. I want to hear. Hey, your wildest prediction. It don't even got to be your wildest prediction. What do you believe that he's actually going to be?
When he's 27, I think he's going to be the best point guard in the league.
So how old is he now?
I don't think that's
20,
ridiculous.
20? So that's in
20.
7 years.
20.
I don't. It might be sooner than that, Drago.
It might be sooner than that. I just think like Shea and Luka get on the other side.
So wait a minute, Chill. So you telling me, Chill? Hold on. Let me get this right, Chill. So you telling me that 7 years from now, I'm gonna have to say Wemby's 29, so he'll be smack dab in his prime. Dylan Harper will be 27. So Fawn Castle will be 28. So you telling me that by the time we get into 7 years from now, they're all going to be smack dab in their prime, and this is including if they don't have players like Devin Vassell on the roster who'd be like 32 at the time that they could easily move off of whatever.
Are we assuming that these guys are going to stay together? Because as we know,
Carter Bryant too.
Harper-
Don't forget about Carter Bryant.
still there.
As we know,
Harper and Wemby are just smacked. Like they're staying.
Well, do you, Chill? Now that is actually the question, Chill, because the difference with OKC is they maxed out 3 of their guys, Chill, but then they just basically have rotated good contracts around those
but you're
players.
going to have to do the same thing with in San Antonio. You're going to have to max out Castle. The way he's playing, you're going to have to max him out. You're going to have to max Harper. You're definitely going to max Wemby. Now the question is Wemby going to hold 7 years from now? Is Wemby going to still be able physically to do it like he did it? If he's able to do that, and on top of him being able to do that, the contracts that we're looking at and paying these guys, because you guys know this as well as I do, winning gets really expensive. And in a place like San Antonio, who's been really smart with contracts, and they'll get off you before it's time in terms of you not being good anymore. But they've also shown in the past that they'll stick with Duncan. They'll stick with Manu Ginobili. They'll stick with Tony Parker. But this is a different CBA, which, by the way, Swiper, comes up in 2 years, right? So with the new CBA coming up in 2 years, right? So we're gonna have a different outlook on what contracts look like. If that means that I can hold on to my younger players longer, which I should be able to, then I can get with the logic of these guys sticking together. I can get with the logic of the Oklahoma City Thunder sticking together. But if this stays like it is right now, these guys ain't gonna be together for 5 years, 6 years. No.
Even if they are, because I heard Penn do this just yesterday. Or day before, or one of these days.
The day where he got cooked.
It's
I remember that.
It's just been a whole
Shut up,
big
bro.
blur. This whole week, it's just been a whole big blur, and I'm not even sure what day it was. But while we're sitting here and we're talking about OKC and San Antonio, who are the young premier teams in the NBA right now, and obviously because the Lakers aren't going to win another championship for over a decade, right?
12
We all
years.
agree on that,
12
right?
years.
Like, what do y'all think Dallas and Detroit and Washington and Utah and these teams, what do you think they're going to be doing? You think they're just going to be sitting around for the sideline
Doing
watching
nothing.
like,
I do
man,
think-
those kids over there in San Antonio
I
sure
do
are
think
good.
nothing for these
Do you
dudes.
think that Orlando and these teams are just going to be watching OKC and like, oh man, look at Shea. That's such a nice step back. You think they're gonna watch Wemby like, man, that freaking giant, man? We just love.
You don't think
watching
Giannis
these guys
finna
be
go
good
quick
at
up with somebody?
basketball.
You don't think
What do you
Jokic finna go
think-
quick up with
What's
somebody?
gonna be happening here?
I do think there's going to be teams that could compete with them, obviously. And I'm just saying, like, and they're not
Do you
all
think
gonna hit,
Stephon
like,
Castle
the
and
way-
Dylan Harper are the best
I think
players
they
that
are.
are ever gonna come
But
into
all
the
I'm
NBA
saying is
again?
also like if it's age 22 Wemby and age 20 Dylan Harper and age 21 Stephon Castle goes out and wins a championship now, it's all like my mind's almost like, where can we go? Like, what do we do from now? Like, what when these guys become better? Which everything. And the other thing I wanted to say about is maybe there's just nothing they can do about it, because I don't know, to you, it seems like we're on the track of Wemby, like on that goat path right now. Because this is like
sure,
nothing I've ever seen.
goats lose. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? It happens. We've seen LeBron lose 6
I was
finals.
a
you know what I'm
certain
saying?
goal in Chicago when he hit it.
Yeah, but he's not Jordan.
happened.
Like, and that's, you know what I'm saying?
Shit,
Like, that's,
Jordan ain't him.
yeah, all right, bro. All right.
Exactly.
Anyways,
He ain't
like,
Jordan. Jordan ain't him.
Okay, but y'all got LeBron over Jordan. I've seen LeBron lose a bunch of finals. So you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I'm
obviously
just
they
saying,
can lose,
this-
and
the
I'm
fact-
not
the
saying
fact
they're going
that
to
y'all-
win. I'm not saying they're going to win every championship. I'm just saying, like, if they win it now, it's almost like my mind is like, what the fuck's going to happen when they're all in their prime? Like, what are we going to do then?
Yeah, I mean,
That's a fair point, though, Drago.
There's some high school point guard that's, you know what I'm saying? There's some 17-year-old point guard that's super nice that in a couple seasons will be right next to Cooper Flag. So it's like, what thing?
But let me go back to this is an era I think you like. My earlier point with Dwight Howard, Chris Paul, LeBron. If they had all been on the same Cavs team in 2007, you think there's any high school god fucking with 07 to like 2014?
This ain't that. Okay.
Chris Paul, Dwight
This
Howard,
ain't that.
and
You
LeBron
just
James?
said LeBron James,
Well,
Chris Paul,
I mean-
and Dwight Howard. This ain't that. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Hey,
Like,
Kyle
no,
Lowry.
because you
Two of it, like Castle is a reach. Castle is not Dwight Howard. I'm not saying that. Like Dylan Harper could.
Dylan
absolutely-
Harper is not Chris Paul.
He could become Chris Paul. There's
You
no
think
one
he
in.
could be that good?
I think he could be that good.
But
And I love Chris
if
Paul.
Dylan Harper even becomes Deron Williams, that's a lot.
Yeah,
All right,
That's a
cool.
lot.
But can we let's just
And
really
when we
I don't know why. Stephon Castle got a ceiling like that too, though.
Chris Paul.
Stephon's cold, bro.
Stephon Castle has a very high ceiling. He
Dwight
has. Him and Dwight play different positions. I'm just talking about.
of Dwight Howard.
I'm not comparing them. I don't even want to do that.
it's more because like Wemby plays center, and I needed a center with LeBron and Chris Paul around. It could be Al Horford, and let's say Al Horford, Chris Paul, LeBron.
Well,
James.
Castle gonna be better than Al Horford.
Ox is anyone? Nah, Ox is anyone?
He's already
fucking
better
with
than Al
that?
Horford ever was.
Ox is anyone fucking with Al Horford,
Stephon
Chris Paul, and
Castle.
LeBron James?
Well, who?
Future Hall of Famer Al Horford, LeBron James, and Chris Paul in 2007. The next, if they win the championship,
You're talking about all of them like at their peaks, or like because
No,
in
yeah,
2007, I mean, Al Horford was, you know.
He was a rookie in
07
07.
to 15, 16.
Yeah, how old do you think
I
Al
mean,
Horford
yeah,
is?
Those I think those teams could be beat. I think that team could be beaten. Sure, like yeah.
With good role players, that's the other thing. This is not a heel situation. Like this,
That's a hell of a team. Like the team we're talking about right now is a hell of a team. I don't want to get away from that fact. I think what you're saying is spot on, as well, as far as like these are some amazing basketball players and they complement each other. You know what I'm saying? They complement each other very well, I think. And like if Stephon Castle learns how to shoot the basketball, like they're gonna be that much better. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to be great. I just wanted to point out the fact that there are 29 other basketball teams in the association, and there's a lot of really good pieces that might be on the move this season. Giannis got to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Does he?
There's a lot to be in this scenario. Yes, White.
And
yes.
Embiid might get moved to the West.
Okay, great. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of really good basketball players. There's a lot of really good young teams. There's a lot of really good young talent. I've already spoken about Cooper Flag. Like there's a whole bunch of shit that can happen. So I don't want to just get ahead of ourselves like what happened on Tuesday or whatever day that was.
That was Tuesday.
Just shit. It's just been a shit storm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not
literally
anything.
it's so much shit falling from this guy. I couldn't even see my hand. You know what I mean?
You guys are both right, though.
It's crazy.
You guys are both right. Like, if they win the championship this year, one could only believe that since they won it this year, they can win it next year, obviously. And then these guys are just getting 2 years older, so they can win it the following year. Then they can win it the next year and the next year. One can only believe that for the next 5 years, the Spurs could win every championship. Not saying they're going to. They could
Nobody
win.
believes that. No, they can't.
No,
At least they're the
they
favorite.
could win every. I'm not saying that they're going to 5-peat. What I'm saying is, I'm saying if I was to say in 2029, the Spurs can win that championship. They have the potential to win it. I'm not saying they're going to 5-peat. But also to Ox's point, and the same thing I was trying to tell Penn, this league revolves so fast. What happens if Giannis says, you know what?
Max just said. Look at this.
What? Can you put it up? Okay, and you know what's funny is I was just about to say, what if Giannis goes to Dallas? So what if Ant and Giannis both go to Dallas? Then what?
Don't go too far, Ron. That's crazy.
No, I'm just saying that. No, because we've seen crazier happen in the league. You guys understand this is an NBA where things happen like this that we don't. They just come out of left field. Nobody thought Luka Doncic was going to be playing for the Lakers.
I think the difference is when this CBA though, and where the injuries are. Because I shared an article I know none of you read. About the lower body injuries and Achilles injuries and growing injuries and all that stuff. I put it in the chat yesterday.
I actually did read it.
Okay, I know Chill probably did.
Yeah, we read that. Swiper.
The two people who had cheerleaders do their homework, I know.
Actually, my girl wasn't a cheerleader.
Mine wouldn't.
All right, you jabroni. In this instance, though, to be fair, bro. OKC might not even get dubbed. They're 2 injuries away because that's just what the league has been. Everybody, all these,
or an injury
to SGA, who's not.
And it could be this injury right here.
Or somebody just getting outplayed. Like why is it? And I'm going off the Ox logic. So we just gonna sit around and just let these dudes take over our block and just run the league.
Yeah,
that's what we just gonna do.
No, we're just gonna watch this shit.
We haven't seen that happen since 2003. And when it did, well, I mean, the Warriors somewhat, but I mean that was only 2 years though. I'm saying no, but that's what I'm saying. It was only 2 years. It would have been a third year. Obviously, KD got injured. Yeah. But
Cleveland
what I'm saying is that
Cleveland. Okay, keep going, Ron. I'm sorry.
That's even more to my point. You guys, a lot of people say that the Warriors was the best team ever assembled.
Yeah.
They only ran the league for 2 years. In the league, changed quickly right after that.
They lost the 19. They lost the 19, but they still ran the league.
No, for sure. Okay, okay, cool. It was only 3 years, but even then, though,
they were on the inside track. Like they were running shit from 15 to 19.
No, 15 to 20. No, you can say that, but look. In 15, we thought it was LeBron's league. And I'm just going to show you guys how quick the league changes. In 15, it was LeBron's league. Nobody even seen Steph Curry and the Warriors coming. However, they step in. Some injuries, they got a little bit of injury luck, but they win the championship. Steph Curry goes off, wins MVP. The very next year, Steph Curry wins unanimously the MVP, and everybody's, for the most part, a majority of people are thinking that the Warriors are going to go back-to-back. Yeah. What happens? Cleveland walks them down 3-1. So it is, in fact, still LeBron's league. So we think. Kevin Durant runs to the Warriors. Now we know for a fact it's the Warriors league 100%. They go back-to-back.
Wait a minute. Wait, stay right there, Ron. Stay right there.
What's up?
Rewind just really quickly. Kevin Durant goes to Golden State. However, he was also on a damn good team in Oklahoma City who was not just sitting around watching the Golden State Warriors just run shit. He was also it was also a San Antonio team out west that was getting better, right? So keep going, Ron. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Wait, do y'all realize how close they were to winning 5 straight? Like them dudes was this close to winning 5 straight.
Yeah, for sure. But that goes to the point that me and you were making, Ox.
Yeah.
A Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson injury saved the league from what could have been like They could have maybe KD doesn't leave and they win 3 more after 2000 in 2019, 20, and 21. I'm saying that to say
if that look,
something can happen with Wemby, something can happen with Shea, something can happen with Cade.
Don't get hurt though, Ron. Like if them dudes don't get hurt, like I'm say like I'll be against it, but if them dudes don't get to hurt, Kawhi and Bron gotta link up. Like at that point, Kawhi and Bron, they gotta link up. Like now, Kawhi, Bron, and James Harden, y'all make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but then also too, Magic. You know, this is non-basketball, or not non, but it could be the Patriots. The Patriots were just Magic last year. They just had a magic about it. Like it could just take one of those runs where all of a sudden it's like you just got the suit, you got the jaw, you got the juice.
But that's the thing.
It's my turn.
I don't think that they just can't. I'm in the minority because, I'm in the majority. I wasn't onto them, Swiper. They didn't come out of nowhere. You consistently talked to me about what the Indiana Pacers were doing since January. Yo, this is who the Indiana Pacers are, chill. Pay attention to the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, he got it right.
So when we get to the NBA championship, meanwhile, I'm like, yo, Oklahoma City's going to mop these dudes out the playoffs. But I see these dudes in game 5. I see these dudes in game 5, and I'm watching the blue team, and I'm watching the yellow team, and I'm going, the yellow team better than the blue team. That team is better than that team. I say that to say, Ron. I say that to say, Ron, the Lakers, to Ox's point, were this close to winning 5 straight championships. They run the table 3 straight years. Shaq gets hurt, and he's out for 2 months in the first 2 months of the season in 2003. Then they get back to the NBA championship in 2004. So the league didn't just sit around and watch these guys get better. The league did things because it doesn't make sense for us to just let these dudes just run the table. Nah, we're not going to do that. No, absolutely.
Nobody's going to do that. Like if OKC goes back to back, I promise you there's going to be 30 other or 29 other teams gunning for OKC. Nobody's just going to be like, oh man, damn, these guys are going 3-peat. Damn.
It's an arms race. It's an arms race. It's always happened.
Jordan, you been sick? I ain't seen you around in a week.
I was just here on Tuesday, Swiper.
Well, I haven't been here, so I haven't seen you. You feeling better?
Yeah. Shit, worse shit. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Ron, what you make him come to work for if he obviously ain't feeling good? What?
Drench is not like you. All right. A little chest cold won't make Drench sit out for a month.
I got fucking. I don't know.
He look like you
pansy like you, Swiper.
You know, you football players, you get a little under the weather from the elements, and all of a sudden y'all can't come outside.
He look like he got that Ron virus.
Everybody got to blame Ron for shit. Whoa.
Go ahead. Good to see you, Drench.
Cooties, Drench? Drench, you got the cooties?
Man, I don't know what the fuck going on, chill.
They talking about that haunted shit again. I'll tell you what, y'all better leave the toilet paper alone this time, bro. For real.
For sure. But this the most I ever
better
been
run that
sick
stimulus
in my life. Like, bro.
In all your years, Drench, this is the most you ever been sick.
This year, oh my God, bro. I've been sick so many times. It's like it really started when we came back from New York.
Mm-hmm.
That's like ever since then.
Yeah, Drench got me sick too.
No, that was your ass got me sick. But ever since then, it's just been hell for some reason.
Yeah, look what Keyshawn said. Jordan got that from Raw sweating over him. That's exactly what it was. You still getting that out of you.
See, y'all niggas is crazy.
Malaria. But look, Drench, have you gone to the urgent care?
I just came back from the doctor.
Okay, good, bro. Yeah, I don't play around with
that.
Swiper.
He just sick to
Some people don't.
and he ain't doing nothing about it.
Always check in. Some people don't. Some people don't, man. What you think, Drench, if you whatever your energy, man, we talking about the Spurs. Drago said Dylan Harper can be like Chris Paul variant. You ain't gotta answer that part, but you think the Spurs like Wemby, Castle, Dylan Harper, Devin Vassell, is that like gonna be the core of the future?
That's a solid core as far as the Chris Paul part. Dylan Harper don't pass enough to be like a Chris Paul-esque. That's number one. Number two, that is a solid core. I told y'all when they first drafted him that De'Aaron Fox was going to be expendable. That's the reason why they got him. But Wemby, Vassell, Castle, Dylan Harper, and Champagnie off the bench. That's a hell of a core. Then they probably gonna draft good too. I don't know what pick the Spurs.
They still got a lot of assets too.
Yeah, they're gonna draft.
I'm pretty sure they still got all their picks.
They
still
have the
got Carter
Hawks pick
Bryant.
this year.
They got Carter Bryant. They gonna keep adding. They gonna build their teams pretty much just like how OKC built their team, except they got a unicorn in Wemby. You know, they just Shea versus Wemby. And then on top of that, you got a couple J-Dubs. You got Dylan Harper, you got Stephon Castle, you got Carter Bryant coming in with his energy. Then you got Keldon. Like they just building pretty much just like OKC was building. So I mean, it's gonna be good to see. It's just all about health. Like this shit is all about health. Like one game can change every goddamn thing. Like next series, what if Shea get hurt? One game could change this whole shit. So you just need to stack your team up, you know?
All right, y'all. Well, this is a good time for us to go ahead and get into these super chats. We ain't really got around to it yet. I appreciate everybody that's tapped in. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you become a member. Make sure you subscribe. Or you may come down. You know what? I ain't even going to play. Get well soon, Drench. And everybody else that might be sick at home.
If I got that shit, I guarantee you, I'm not overreacting. I can tell you.
I'm a hantavirus.
Yeah,
you wouldn't know very clearly, and you'd be hospitalized if you had that. That's not the same.
I don't know
thing.
why these dudes in the chat like, yo, he got haunted. Like, you know that shit ain't funny, right? People dying.
Yeah, that's a
that shit
40%.
is not fucking funny.
Yeah, 40%. You're not going to make it type of thing. He
That
doesn't
shit is
have
not
that.
funny.
He doesn't have that.
Yeah, I definitely don't got that.
I can take a joke, but that shit.
Y'all
ain't
y'all need to grow up in the chat for real.
That
Like
shit ain't funny.
This nigga
it's
Ron.
2026,
Are
y'all,
you
for real.
still-
Like y'all need to. I what?
This nigga Ron.
I'm telling them that this is a serious matter. Like you niggas play too much.
That shit ain't
Y'all want
funny.
to come in? Hey, chill. They want to come in here playing every day.
Chill. Don't let him do that to you, bro.
They
All right.
don't go do that at their job.
Chill making a good
They
point.
don't go to their mama house and do that, but they want to come in here playing every day. I swear, I'm sick of every
That's the
single one of
point,
you
Teflon.
niggas.
People die every day, and when we don't make jokes about it, we don't. Like if Drench was in, I don't know, if Drench was, knock on wood, Drench was in a car accident and he got, broke his arm, but somebody died of a car accident. Are we gonna say Drench almost got thrown out the car? You think that shit funny? No, that shit ain't funny.
Nah, but you know what, chill though. As much as I be joking though, I be thinking about shit like that, and I be like, if that shit would happen to me, like I most likely would joke about it though, just cause.
You
like,
probably would make
I
some light of it.
would.
You're crazy ass.
Yeah, cause it's like, what I'm gonna do? Sit and cry all day? Like, I lost my arm. Like now I'm a nigga with one arm.
What
Like,
bitch out here done gave me the goddamn cooties? Which one of these bitches out here done gave me the cooties?
Yeah, Drench was one of the bitches.
Nah, I wouldn't joke about that shit. Chill. Nah, if a bitch gave me something, I wouldn't joke about that shit. Bitch, I'm looking for your ass. Your ass needs to be locked up. Don't give me nothing. Shit, dog. Chill.
Nah,
That's
but damn
one
on
of them.
that,
I
yes,
wouldn't joke about that.
Yeah,
You out here playing Free Willy, mad at him. That's crazy.
I need to take 48 hours. 48 hours to cry. Cry.
I ain't crying.
48 hours. I'll cry my eyes out.
I ain't crying, but shit, if I did, lose a limb, I probably would cry for 48 hours, but like, I would make jokes about it. I wouldn't be sensitive about it, like.
Ron makes fun of my hearing problem all the time.
Really?
No.
Yes,
All
you
the
do,
time.
man. Stop the
All the
bullshit,
time.
man. Yes, you
I
do.
wear
When have
hearing
you
aids.
guys
He makes
ever-
fun of it all the time.
How many
When
times
have
I
you
heard
guys-
this?
time.
Swipe
I have
the
literally
miracle
never
ear.
heard Ron
Swipe
be
to turn up the
mention
miracle ear.
Yeah,
Yes,
turn
you
the
said
miracle.
that,
Matter of
Ron.
fact, I told him yesterday. I
Ron,
to
when
put
did you
speakers in my
say
class.
that?
He
'cause I
said
had a
that.
reading deficiency,
Turn up the
Jordan.
miracle
He
ear.
made fun of the
Yes,
fact
he
that I had
said
to put
that.
speakers in my class.
Wait,
Y'all put me in special ed because they thought I was slow.
Wait.
That's
Wait,
crazy,
hold
bro.
on. Wait. Chill.
That
He
is
said
kinda funny, though,
what? He
Sniper,
said
but I
what?
feel you.
Swiper, can you turn up the miracle ear? Yeah, he
Sure,
said
he
Ron,
did
you
say
said
that.
Oh, the miracle
Yes,
ear is
he said
crazy.
that.
The
Ron,
miracle
what?
ear
Chill
is
throwing
crazy.
his jokes at me.
Motherfucker.
Chill. How long you been thinking about
He
that
said
one?
that to you? Sniper, he said that to you? The miracle
did.
ear is crazy.
You
The
should see it in
miracle
real
ear is
life.
crazy.
I'll be like sometimes in person, like when we do events, I'll be like, I'll have to tell Ron, like you got to make sure that like the speakers are up because I can't hear everything that y'all hear. And Ron be like, well, tough it out then, nigga. Like what I mean? Like that's exactly how he talked. That's how Ron be talking to me.
I mean, look, one time I did tell Swiper to rub some dirt on it, but it's because he's a football player. I knew he could relate to that. But
Rub
that
some
wasn't
dirt
related
on
to
the
his
ear that
ears.
don't work is crazy.
No, he
Rub
said
the ear
when
that
we was
don't
at the
work
motor
is crazy.
center. See, I ain't know that he had said this type of shit to y'all because we was at the motor center. He had one of them little dog whistle things talk about. Let's see if Swiper can hear this shit.
Oh, that's
Like,
crazy,
nigga,
Ron.
What? I was
Alright,
like,
bro.
Crazy.
whoa.
That's crazy.
That was supposed to stay in house.
That's
Like,
crazy.
come on, dog.
Let's see if Swiper can hear it. It's
revealing
crazy.
shit.
Let's see if Swiper can hear it. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
But
man.
Swiper, that is why you sat to the far left. If you guys go
That's
see the Motor
crazy.
Center show,
even though my best hearing is this side. He put me on the other side, so I couldn't see. That's just how that's how it works.
Man, that nigga Swiper
Well, you know.
Swiper take them hearing aids off when he going to sleep, and he don't give a fuck what you hear. That motherfucker be snoring his ass off, boy. I'm talking about don't give a shit what you hear.
So do you, bro. This
He
is the
gonna
thing
wake up-
about Drench.
He gonna wake up and say, "Bro, was I snoring? Nigga, was you?" I'm like, what?
Everybody up here snores. Ron sweats when he sleeps. You snore. This is the way it worked, bro. We are grown men. This is the way it happened, bro. Literally,
Swiper,
bro.
you can't hear it though, so you don't know if I was.
No, it's
snoring or
cool.
not.
That's right. You're right. But guess what? I'll put my pillows. I put 2 pillows sometimes behind my head, so on whatever. Ron, I literally walked in the room, y'all, to go check and see what we were doing like for the day. Ron was in there taking a nap, y'all. I kid y'all not. Ron is out here like a murder scene. Like out here laid out in the bed like a murder scene. Like you could have drawn chalk around here. Dren, he was sweating through his shirt. Like he was nervous. Like
Bro, what the hell? Why the hell you sleep like that?
he
Ron?
locked up. Like he about to go a bit locked up for life or something like that. What was you nervous about in your sleep? You know you do that. You perspirate a lot in your sleep.
He having a
Man.
dream somebody was chasing him or something.
That's because he don't go to sleep. He really just take naps. That's it.
I'm gonna tell you what it was, man. I'm gonna really actually.
Drago,
This
what
is
the fuck
something-
you got going on back there? Them Drago in the goddamn.
You
Exorcist.
tune this part out. Like I ain't trying to hear this. from them,
Drago,
bro.
Drago, you ain't got no shirt on. What the hell you doing?
Hey, Petty Hardaway. Hey,
Nigga,
Brian, put that up.
Drago in the goddamn Exorcist. Fucking
Brian, put
robe.
that up.
What
Put that
the
up.
hell?
Put up Petty Hardaway just said.
I don't know. The
Whatever.
Drago shit start tripping back there. That shit.
You see that?
I don't know. Drago, what time is it out there?
It's like 7 p.m.
Oh damn!
Watching
boy, y'all got
his
some good
brother sweating in
sunlight
sleep.
for
I don't
7
watch
p.m.
him do it, bro. Man. Y'all ever been out somewhere y'all playing basketball or at practice? You ever been at practice, Ox, and you can smell the alcohol through somebody's sweat?
Oh, for sure.
I've seen that happen multiple times. That's
Hey,
all
I got
I'm
a
saying.
story. I got a story. You want to hear it?
Yeah, please. Let me hear this.
It gotta be Dylan
He
Raw.
ain't even
It
gonna
gotta
let me
be
finish the
Raw.
story. He ain't even gonna let me finish the story. He gonna kick me
I
off.
don't
the
even know
stage.
where you going with this. Nobody knows where you're going with this. What story are you about to tell?
Never mind. I ain't gonna put your business out there.
All right, for sure. I appreciate it. But see, here's the thing. I don't mind if you tell the story. You just got to tell it on our members only stream. Now, I know everybody wasn't there yesterday and everybody didn't get a chance to tap in. But I know Chill was there. I know Swiper was there. We had some Hall of Famers there. And we had a good ass topic yesterday. If you guys remember earlier this week, we talked about how long would you wait to crack the cookie? And we really got into it. Chill imparted some game on us. Ox, came through and, told us some philosophical things. Me and Swiper, Swiper said that he'd be willing to wait a lifetime. And, we just got a bunch of different
You got a
views. And
lifetime. What the fuck you waiting for then? What the hell?
Swiper said it's worth the wait.
Wait, what you
Swiper said
talking
he's
about?
going to die waiting.
Waiting for
He
what?
said no. That's not what he said, Ron. He said
He said he gonna die waiting.
He said I'll typically wait 8 months, but if it's jewels, I'll wait forever.
So you talking about waiting for the cookie? The cookie
Diamonds are
conversation?
forever.
There ain't no timeline, bro. That's the problem right there. Ain't no timeline. But you ain't got to. Ron, the issue with Drench.
right here,
Drench, what you got to realize, Drench, is Ron is used to being on a timeline. If you got real charisma, there's not a timeline. Ron, your whole bag. I told you. I saw you live in action in San Francisco.
You just tell him
Hey,
he's
baby.
6'5".
I'm 6'3".
Hey,
I'm
Swiper.
That's his first thing.
What you don't know is my shit like Doctor Strange. I'm on like 20 different timelines. All right. One timeline might end tomorrow.
Hey, Ron,
another one might not end for another 8 years.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
we
say it
running
like
them
this.
all up though.
Me
we running them all up.
and Drench, we be side to side with Dave when we be going out. Ron, I've never seen a woman willingly talk to you for longer than 15 seconds since I met you. So
Willingly is crazy.
after that 6'3" line, it's over. They walk away. Matter of fact, Ron, they do this.
No, you know what's crazy is, Swiper? My dad gave me the best advice he could have ever gave me. And
What'd he say?
he just told me, for real, Jordan, you're taking too long with the women. I know what you mean, Dad. Got to get it in a week. Hey, that's been my timeline ever since. I was 20 years old when he told me that. You got 1 week to play, bitch, and it's over. That's it. It is what it is. That's the best advice I ever received.
I'm not mad at that philosophy. Like I said during the stream, hey, I've been waiting 6 years for something, and I'm gonna wait 6 more years. All right, hey, I done waited 6 days. I done waited 6 hours. You know, hey,
shit.
It just, hey, it's a case-to-case situation. But we're not going to go too much deeper into this. You got to pull up to our members-only stream to see exactly what happened, what we talked about. Remember, if you're not a member, you can't watch. If you're not a member, you can't join. But if you're an all-star, if you're a Hall of Famer, you probably joined the stage and you came and tapped in with us. Salute to you, Drago. Appreciate you for coming through, my man. But let's go ahead and get to these crunch time chats. The first chat I got is from
Ron,
Tupac.
by the way,
what's good?
I'm 1 week and 1 date, bitch. That's it.
1 week and 1 day, so 8 days.
No, 1 week and 1 date. You ain't getting no 2 dates. Oh no. You got 1 date, and that's it. It is what it is.
All right, Tupac Westside said, morning, fellas. It's going to be a tough call, but I got Cleveland tonight. I had Detroit in the conference finals, but I just don't see signs of Jalen Duren bouncing back. I also got San Antonio beating Minnesota. Also, was there any update on J-Dub?
I haven't heard anything. I don't think he's still playing. No. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about him, being a game time decision or anything like that. No, I haven't heard anything.
He got the hamstring, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't play with that either.
It's a great run, right? I think they're just very cautious with him because they knew they were going to beat the Lakers anyway.
Yeah, I mean, but even still, though, even a grade 1 can easily turn into a grade 2. It could easily keep going. So you might not see J-Dub damn near to the finals for real.
To be honest with you, Drench, I was thinking, do they need him against San Antonio? I feel like they do, right? I do feel like they need him. But
this is the finals right now. Like when they play San Antonio, that's the toughest series they're going to get.
Now, if the Knicks make it to the finals, it'll be a tough series for the Knicks too. But with the Knicks too,
same thing last year, man. When they ran up on Indiana, everybody had them.
No, it's gonna be a tough. It's gonna be a tough series. If they play Cleveland, if Cleveland make it out, then it would be rough. Cleveland or Detroit make it out, then it's an easy series. But if the Knicks make it out, it's gonna be tough shit. But
I think the Spurs are tougher for OKC than the Knicks. Is my point.
Nah, the Spurs is tougher, obviously. But I'm just saying, I don't know, man. J-Dub rushing back to be in serious tense situations for his hamstring. I don't know if that's smart. You know what I mean? Like I would wait till he at least 100%. And if the X-rays say we don't see no damage, we don't see no soreness or nothing, then we can come, because the worst you want to do is have J-Dub come back and he messes hamstring up, and then next season worse. And then the next season he got that shit lingering like James Harden. It took James Harden damn near 2-3 seasons to
Aaron
really
Gordon too.
Come back from that. Aaron Gordon, same thing.
Aaron Gordon too. So he's been out. The last game he played in, Ron, was the 22nd. So he's been out. Today is 3 weeks that he hasn't played. Now a grade 1, I don't know what the prognosis is on the grade 1 or a timeline on the grade 1.
2 weeks.
About 2 weeks. Yeah. So I think that, to your point, I think that they're being more cautious about this situation, because I don't think they need him to beat Minnesota, right? And the Western Conference Finals don't start till next week anyway. So he would have had a month off by the time I think the Western Conference Finals start on Tuesday of next week, Ron, if I'm not mistaken. I think it either starts Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. So he would have had a month off where he's not doing anything. And when I say not doing anything in terms of playing. Now, he's probably still been working out, but
that's what I was about to say, Chelsea. But see, that's the thing too, because you can have that time off, and then you try to ramp it up and get going. And like I said, you in a tense situation. Now that shit didn't shock itself. Playing through a hamstring injury. I don't know how many of y'all ever had one. Like me, I've had a light hamstring injury, but I had a serious growing injury.
You can't really do nothing with it.
Yeah, you can't do shit. You can't even stretch it for real. You're not supposed to stretch it. So it's like when you try to come back, if you don't ease your way back into it, and I'm talking about like literally ease your way back into it and get your body used to what you're trying to do, that shit can be painful. Like
super painful.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. And then you usually have the regular season to ease your way back into a hamstring injury from the regular season, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard in the playoffs, Chill. Especially if I'm San Antonio, I'm putting him in every action too. All's fair in love and war. I'm putting his ass in every action. I'm making his ass run. I'm making his ass do everything. I'm gonna test.
Hell yes, go after him.
Are you talking about?
Let's talk about J-Dub.
I
Let's see
think
where he at.
OKC though has the luxury of not having to play him like the Nets had to play Harden or the Nuggets with. Like they're so deep.
For sure.
If he's not 100%, they'll just not play him.
But even the difference with that though, Drago, is like how long can we not play him? Because just so we clear, like the deeper we go into the playoffs, the better the teams get. So yes, we could afford not to have him against. I mean,
if he's not if he's not good if he's like James Harden in the 5, 6, and 7 versus the Bucks, like then he's just not good enough.
Well, I think that's a little bit different, but I think that in this particular situation, you could use him in so many other different ways, right?
Like play him 20 minutes.
You could use him in so many different ways. And as the playoffs continue, like Phoenix ain't Minnesota, and then Minnesota is not. And Minnesota ain't San Antonio. So how long can we hold this guy out for? Because if we could continue to win without him, I mean, I don't think that's a slight on J-Dub more than that is how good Oklahoma City actually is. Like if they could win this thing without him, this is their second best player. If they could win it without him, holy shit, what does that say about them?
All right, fellas, to the next super chat from Spanish Jose TV. Spanish Jose said, I've had 2 of the biggest laughs this year. One was the greatest offensive player of all time losing to 8 players. And the other one was Trash Man at Midnight. Shout out to Canada, though. Y'all familiar? Y'all know what this means?
Is that Drake dropping Iceman?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I tried to listen to that Iceman shit. Like, y'all niggas not sick of Camouflage Drake? That nigga just, like, legitimately, whatever is in, that nigga gonna try his best to rap just like whatever is in. Like, I tried to listen to it, and it just be a bunch of bullshit that don't nobody give a fuck about. Like, I don't know, people try to make that shit so deep. Like, that shit ain't that deep. That
he had a nice little song.
He got a couple of them, but it's like, it's stupid, though.
Bro, he got a song in here called Ran to Atlanta, bro. To respond to
that's what Future, but like the nigga just like it's just stupid, like it's just corny. Like sometimes
I'm so disconnected to hip hop. I used to like how we talk about basketball. I was a hip hop aficionado.
Yeah, me too.
I'm so disconnected to that shit. Like the last real album that I can honestly say that I dug deep into was Drake's Take Care. That shit.
Damn, Chill. God damn, that was 2010.
That shit was a masterpiece, right?
That shit was cool. Yeah, that shit was cool. I was fucking with Drake. Even my favorite album by Drake is Nothing Was the Same. Like that's my favorite album too. Yeah, Nothing Was the Same.
Wait, and it's 3 separate albums. So I want to be clear about.
Yeah, I ain't listened to all 3 of that shit.
So it's the first one of the albums
Iceman.
Habity,
Maid of Honor,
and Habiti
or Habity, whichever
Habiti,
one.
I think.
Have somebody out there has listened to all these songs already?
No, unless somebody probably have, because
there's a bunch of people that didn't listen to all 3 albums.
Yeah, but it's no way you just dissecting that shit like that, because it's like, bro, I could barely get through the first. I could barely get through Iceman. Which one are you supposed
to listen to first?
Iceman, obviously, but I could barely get through Iceman. Like, I'm like, I just don't know, man. The shit just like the nigga just. I've been saying this shit since 2015, 2016. I've been saying the same thing. This nigga literally probably scroll through Twitter, see what bitches talking about, and then he come and start making up raps based on that shit. And that's his whole gimmick. That's his gimmick. Like, I'm on the timeline, whatever y'all talking about, and all of a sudden I'm finna come up with this deep ass bar. Like, that shit ain't that deep. That shit ain't even that cool. The nigga made some shit about his friend selling his chain. Why would we give a fuck about his friend pawning his chain? Like, what am I supposed to do with that information?
Isn't that part of Drake? Isn't that part of his skit about how, when Kendrick went after him and how everybody just left him? Like, everybody just abandoned him? Like,
yeah, but like, bro,
wouldn't that just be more to it? I mean, I'm again, Drench. I'm reaching. I haven't heard the song.
No.
What it is with him.
No. I mean, that's what it's literally about, though. That's really probably. I mean, he feel like everybody was against him. He feel like his back against the wall.
Yeah.
Like it's just really some emotional bullshit. That's really what it is. Chill. It's a nigga that just like one of them niggas like. I'm mad. Y'all did this to me. Now I'm coming back and listen to me while I complain. And it's like, yo, bro, nobody want to hear this shit. But it's Drake fans out there that do. I'm not a Drake fan or a Drake hater. I just listen to music. I grew up on music. Like I told y'all, my mom was in the music industry. So like we had studios and shit growing up.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I told you. My mom was a road manager for Tony. But like
you did say that. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
But like, so like that. I'm really like a hip hop dude. Like I'm really R&B hip hop. Like that's really my lane. But like over time, I'm getting like you, Chill. I'm kind of falling off from the shit for her.
I am,
like,
Drench. I'll be like if we had a hip hop conversation and you told me about, if you asked me, yo, Chill, who is the best lyricist in the game today? I don't know. I'd be lying to you if I said I could actually have a conversation with you about who the best lyricist is.
Somebody on Twitter.
I don't know.
Chill said 43 Drake songs in 2026 is like the Cowboys bring back Zeke to give him 25 touches a game.
Oh, hell no. That's awful. No, hell no.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it was a bit of an overkill.
Somebody
even
said,
with J. Cole, what did J. Cole drop? He dropped 2 albums and it was like 26 songs.
Yeah.
To me, that was too much because you just can't listen to all 26 songs. Like it's gonna be, it's just too much.
A grown man.
It's just to me.
A grown man said this new Drake album is strictly for guys who get hoes. So if you say anything, so if guys say they aren't feeling this, just know they are holeless.
Nigga, that,
like this dude literally just said in the chat. Swiper, this dude, it's 70Z07. He said, like I said, like who's the best lyricist in the game? He said it's Black Thought. Black Thought is 52 years old. That's what we at.
I don't know who the fuck Black Thought is, but
Black Thought, he
from New York.
Yeah, he from
I don't know.
Group that he was in. Why am I drawing a blank on this
52
shit?
years old is crazy.
But he's 52. That's what we doing? Like Black Thought is the best lyricist in the game. And he's 52 years old. That's like saying Jay-Z the best in the game.
Shit, if Jay-Z dropped the album, it would be when Jay-Z drop an album, that shit be.
Wait, hold on. I'm asking the same question. How is Drake mad at LeBron but cool with Future? How you doing a song with Future after 2 years ago? It all started because of like that.
No. That's not why I started. Swipe. I'll tell you.
Third person shooter.
No, I'll tell you why I started with Future off camera. I know like somebody that was like in that situation. I'll tell you what happened. It's some goofy shit. It's like some stupid shit. It's the same shit that happened with Lou Will and him. But I'll tell you off the camera.
Some shit that shouldn't even happen, Drench, is what you're saying? Like some shit that we could have just clearly just gotten over like fast.
For sure. It's some typical Drake shit for real. Yeah, it's some typical
shit that
Drake shit.
Just completely got over real quick. Sound like some girl shit.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
some goofy shit like that.
Yeah, I'm straight. We could have got past this real quick and we turned it into something else.
All right, we got a few different members. Shout out to David Mujinaya. You guys know David. David's been around for a while, but David re-upped his membership. 301 AJ came through and joined as a member as well. And glory to Jesus. I can get with that. Also became a member. Shout out to Glory to Jesus. Appreciate you for joining up. Dub Ball Out Highlights said, what do you know? Man, listening to those Drake albums last night was like watching a player score 30 on like 6 for 27 shooting. Just straight mid. And anyone else think the playoffs are flying by?
Yeah, they are.
That's a great way to put that album for sure. Mm-hmm. That's the perfect way to put the album, but the playoffs definitely is flying by. Like we damn near in the conference finals already. I mean, we got 2 series still left, but
which, by the way, Ron, who, like, when do we get the All Pro team? When do we get the league MVP? Like, shouldn't that be coming up soon?
Yeah, it should be. You'll probably get it right at the start of the conference finals. That's probably when. So next week,
it's supposed to be in the second round though. It's usually
right. It's already like we would already know by now.
Well, they switched it up though. So remember that first week of the playoffs, they gave you all them awards early, so that clearly they're switching up the format. Remember the first week of the playoffs, we got Clutch Player of the Year, 6th Man of the Year, Coach of the Year. They gave us all of that in that first week. So I don't know what it is. They're clearly waiting for something, and it's probably a conference finals. They're waiting for the conference finals to come around. Then we'll get MVP. We'll get
getting people tuned in, maybe.
Probably, yeah. Stringing people along, if you will.
Chill, you not mad? I know you old school. Chill, you might still got cable, so it probably don't matter.
I got Xfinity.
But see, like, I'd be pissed off the fucking games on Peacock then it's on ESPN, then it's on Amazon Prime. Bro, that shit is mad annoying, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, God damn.
Well, to your point, Drench, they literally just today is Friday. So Monday, they had a thing with NBC where we didn't have any games because we couldn't get NBC, so we couldn't have any. So I had to get up. I couldn't watch the games when they were playing on NBC because I couldn't watch them on NBC or Peacock. So I had to get up early and watch them on League Pass when it was on replay because I couldn't watch them on NBC. But they finally, yes, it's goofy as hell, right? So I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning now watching the game that was last night that was on NBC because I wasn't able to watch it. But now they were able to find that. Now they were able to get this deal done with NBC. But the bullshit is right before that, I had to get Peacock Premium.
Yeah.
And I got Peacock Premium, but then they got the deal. So what do I do? Do I get rid of Peacock Premium? Because I already have Peacock.
That shit is chill. That shit is stupid because it's like, God damn, I gotta have all these apps to just watch a basketball game. Plus, I gotta get League Pass that black out all the fucking games. What's the point? I guess somebody said it. A League Pass ain't for Americans. That shit for people outside.
Yeah, it's for Europeans. It's for 100%.
Yeah, so it's like, but God damn, like even if I want to go back and watch the game though, like I gotta wait 2-3 days before I can go back and watch the game if it's in your hometown. Like this shit is stupid, man.
It
like,
is.
I think that's one of the biggest problem with the NBA. It's like what I'm hearing for Americans is just impossible to watch the games.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Especially
you just-
like for me
they
to
gonna
watch
make
the
you pay.
Rockets. For me to watch the Rockets, I can't. I can't watch the Rockets.
You can just buy Bally.
But
That's
then
where
I
the
gotta
Rockets
buy
are
another. I gotta have
There we
another
go.
subscription.
That's the Drench's
I mean,
point.
I had to buy the altitude
Now
one
I
for when
gotta-
I'm back in Denver, but you know,
But see, it at this point, cable might as well make a chess move and just lower their prices and just say, you know what? Hey, we give y'all cable and internet again for a $50 package. You get both. Because they might as well, because we might as well go back to cable. With all of this shit, the apps and all this shit supposed to be convenient. Netflix go up on their price every goddamn month, seem like. Amazon Prime go up on their price. Peacock going up. Like, at this point, we might as well just get cable.
Hey,
You can't,
one
though.
thing I will say though is I've actually been thoroughly impressed with like Amazon Prime, even Peacock too. Like they got some fire shit on there.
the sound on Amazon
Yeah, the
Prime
coverages are
way
good.
different.
So I'm not necessarily talking about the coverage. I'm not even talking about the games on there. I'm talking about the other stuff. Like
Like
Amazon. I didn't watch a couple series
fuck
on
with-
Amazon
I
Prime where
fuck
I'm
with
like,
Amazon
ooh,
Prime.
okay.
I fuck with-
Invincible swagger.
No, I like Amazon Prime, but I'm just strictly talking about from aspect of watching sports and you know your favorite shows. Like you might as well just go back to cable because this shit was supposed to be convenient. It's not convenient no more. Like because the
Jordan,
NBA
they didn't do this for
milking everything.
convenience. They
mean, they
didn't
did
do
it
this
for-
for convenience at all.
they did it for-
They-
they did it for
this
bread.
is all for bread.
The NBA is milking that shit. Like they milk, boy. They said shit. We rich as hell. Let's just get richer. Cause add up your subscriptions. Add up your subscriptions. Tell me how much you paying on subscriptions every month. Add it up.
Yeah.
Some people paying over $200-$300 worth of subscriptions. I know I am.
I am too.
I'm finna cancel all this shit, chill. I'm finna just go and get cable. I got a Fire Stick, but I'm finna just go and get cable.
Even with cable though, you're still not gonna be able to get it because like that. If you go that route, you're not gonna get the Amazon Prime games. You're not gonna get the games that are strictly on Peacock. So it's like you still damn near. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like
shoot,
for
think about
us as content creators, for us to have to actually watch certain games and stuff like that, we just gotta pay. We gotta pay for League Pass. We gotta pay for Peacock. You gotta pay for Amazon Prime.
$300 for me every year.
ESPN, you got to pay for ESPN too, which means you might as well either just get cable or pay the ESPN Plus. Like you just kind of have to, and it's just
Might be cheaper for you guys. Just move to Denmark during the season. Buy League Pass in Denmark. Watch it there. Fly back.
No, that shit. No, you can't do that because that shit got the location thing on there. You can't do that.
No, but if you actually move to another country, like that would be cheaper than just staying in the United States. and paying
Yeah, for
subscriptions.
sure.
But to Drench's point, I do have cable and I got NBC. I got ESPN, and I got all of that stuff. So it's just with the NBC stuff. I don't pay that much. I misspoke, Drench. I don't pay $200, $300 in subscriptions, but the cable shit could be it's give and take with all of this stuff. It is. It's give
I'm
and
just
take
talking. I'm not even just talking about subscriptions. As far as like streaming platform, I'm talking about all subscriptions for everything. Like I'm in $200-$300 for subscriptions for sure.
Yeah.
Like I got other shit I gotta subscribe to. I gotta get this.
Some of that stuff you subscribing to is voluntary though.
I'm not subscribed to anybody OnlyFans. I can tell you that right now.
I don't know what Swiper talking about.
I'm not subscribed.
What is Swiper talking about?
OnlyFans.
I can probably get like the whole like a monthly for every game for like $15 over.
That's fire.
Yeah. I mean, I got a Fire Stick too though, but I can't pick the Fire Stick with me everywhere I go. You know what I mean? Like I can, but like I'm not finna just remember to pack that shit. I gotta buy 5 Fire Sticks then. So it's just like, like it is what it is. But no, I don't got no Brazzers subscription either. That's crazy as a motherfucker. That's crazy. But when I was a kid, I damn sure did put in a fake credit card number for that motherfucker. I'll tell you that, boy. Hey, boy, I was trying my best to hack the motherfucking Brazzers back in the day. Y'all niggas was too. I know Swiper, when they said put your credit card on me, I know he went dead in his wallet and tried to
I've never spent money on any of that
like
stuff in my life. No reason to.
Swiper lying like a motherfucker.
No reason. That's hand on the Bible. Never needed.
Oh yeah, it was hand on something else for me, boy. Hey, boy, I was. Hey, boy, I was putting that.
See, guys.
I was.
See, guys.
More
That's a
cold
joke.
in that bitch.
That's funny. See, guys. We talk about taking a joke. That's funny. What he just said.
Hey, shit,
Don't tell me
boy,
I can't take a joke. That's fucking funny.
Hey, Ron, I was Morse code, boy. I thought I could fucking figure out your expiration date, boy. All kinds of shit. I was going to jail.
It never worked out.
That shit ain't never worked out. I was pissed. Fuck. Damn.
Oh man,
that's funny,
boy. Hey, boy, I fucked up my mama cable one time. She took that shit out of my room. I got busy. I found a way to download that shit on cable. My mama came back with that.
You think they got a cheese on the other side? You know, cheese be giving us membership. You think they got those on the other side?
I hope so. Hey, Swiper, my mama came back with that bill. She said, Jordan, what's this? I said, what's what?
Uh-oh.
She said, what's Booty Fest 2019? I was like, what?
How you know about that, ma? How the hell you know about that?
She ran down the list. Hey, Ron, she ran down the list. And what is Booty Fest 2002? I'm like, God damn.
Like, damn, how you know about that?
I had about 5 of them motherfuckers on there.
Yeah, I knew better than that.
Shit, boy, I ain't know no better. I let my emotions get the best of me. My mama took the fucking cable out my room. Hey, chill. My cable privileges was over. That shit was over. She took all that shit out my room, boy. I remember it to this day.
Cable bill $500 fucking with you.
For sure. I no longer had cable in my room, boy. That's how bad I was, boy. Take that shit out of there. I said, damn. Lost my fucking privilege.
Ron, what was you watching? Jungle Fevers Part 2? 6.
See, that's how I know that's what you was watching. That's how I know that's what you was watching.
And somebody said you got to go watch TV in the living room. Facts. My mama, look, I touched that remote. Don't touch that remote. Look, that's how bad it was.
Tight.
Don't touch that remote.
Hey, bro, Jordan Drago is so funny to me. He be acting like he don't be hearing nothing we be saying. It ain't basketball. Drago be trying to act like he is not engaged.
Because he in a different country.
Drago be on that Mars.
Watching other stuff when he was growing up.
Hey, Mars be on the same type time. When y'all be on that Mars, just sit back. Like, man, here these niggas go.
Mars be watching Colonial Wars 16. Like, the same thing. Like, everybody watching this. Man, watch out, bro.
Colonial Wars 16?
Everybody, bro. Everybody had their method back in the day when they was young. Chill had VHSs when he was young.
I still got my VHS tape.
Oh, shit, boy. You better get rid of them, Chill.
Yeah, I still got them.
Shit,
what kind of tapes?
I've converted a couple of them. Yeah, I've converted a bunch of them too.
But I'm down now. I'm trying to figure out what kind of tapes though.
Oh no, stuff like when I used to play, like stuff when I used to play.
Oh, okay.
Chill said he never spent money on strip club. He didn't say he didn't spend money on that. Cause when you was Chill's age, you had to go to the store.
You had to go to the store and get that shit.
It was at the video store. The video store was right up the hill.
Hey, they still got them stores open. Chill, they still got them stores open.
Do they do? Do they really?
Yeah, I be seeing them when I be driving home late at night. It'd be a big ass pink building.
Wait, Drench, you ain't never been in one of them theaters with a trench coat on?
Nah,
French
I ain't
man,
never
not the
been in
French
them
man.
stores. Nah, I ain't never been in them stores. I
Trench
be
man?
thinking. I
That's
be
what you
thinking
is, you a
about it.
trench man?
Nah, look, Ron. I be thinking about going into them stores. I be thinking about it, but I'm like, for real. To be honest, I already know what time it is in them stores. Ain't no way somebody buying all them tapes. Them motherfuckers back there doing other shit.
No. See, that's the thing, Drink. So, like the video store, like Blockbuster, like we had video stores, but there was a separate section for that stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
In the video store. It wasn't only that stuff. It was a separate section for that stuff. But Ron, I meant to ask you, I don't know how you
What's
felt
up?
about this, but I heard that the Jazz, they picked up the telephone and they called Washington and checking their temperature on that first pick. They wanted to see what was going on with him. And I immediately thought, if I'm Washington, Ron, you got that friend who whenever he called, when you see his number, you're like, this about to be some bullshit.
Yeah.
And soon as you see Danny Ainge's number, you like, yeah, this about to be some bullshit. Should I even answer this? Because I'm probably about to end up losing. I'm gonna end up losing my damn shirt if I with him. I probably shouldn't do that. So, but I understand. I do understand the Jazz's position. So, first of all, Darren Peterson has already made it clear he wants to play the lead guard. I mean, I heard Drex say he wanted to play small forward when he first showed up. Drex is really a 2 guard. With that being said, DeBonsta is in Utah, and I think that would be great. It would be really good for business if he was still there. Like they end up drafting him at a BYU, just like it would have been, if Keith Van Horn ended up with the Jazz when he got drafted during that time. Yeah, I do get that part, but I'm just not dealing with Danny Ainge. I'm just not.
Chill.
He said himself he wanted to stay in Utah.
I mean, if that's me though, if I'm the Wizards, I'm telling them. I'm telling them.
I gotta say something. Imagine if Penn is wrong about him going number 1 because he forces himself to Utah to go number 2.
Oh, shit.
He could do that too. He could do that.
Penn don't give a damn. He gonna say I told you.
He ends up very well do that too.
He's been playing so high,
but if I was
going number 1,
man, look, if I was Washington though, I would ask for Jaren Jackson Jr. for real. Like, just give me Jaren Jackson Jr. I'm pairing Jaren Jackson Jr. up with Anthony Davis and Trae Young. Y'all can have the kid. Fuck it. You can have the kid. I'm building the best defensive team, and I still got my youngins over there, like Alex Sarr, Risha Shea.
What kid?
I mean, not Risha Shea. Bub
George.
Yeah, George. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You saying you trade AJ DeBansa for JJ?
Jaren Jackson Jr. Yes, I'm going to the conference finals over there. If I get Jaren Jackson Jr., if everybody stay healthy, I'm going to the conference finals.
Somebody brought something to my attention, Ron. I'm glad you brought that up, Drench. Ron, you are a Milwaukee guy. I got the number 1 pick in the draft. How about you send me
100%?
I got the number 1 pick in the draft. How about you send me Giannis?
Yes.
You send me Giannis. I send you Anthony Davis, and you give me the number 10 pick too. I get to keep. I'm
trying to keep AD though. So like, we're gonna have to find a way to make some money. But
the number 1 overall for Giannis at this point.
If I'm Milwaukee, I'm saying yes. Like
no, I know you say yes if you're Milwaukee. I'm saying if you're the Washington Wizards, you would trade.
If I'm Washington, like if I'm Washington and Milwaukee propose that to me, and I get to keep my number 4 pick, and I get the number 10 pick, and I get Giannis, hell yeah, I'm doing that. If I'm Milwaukee, no, I ain't doing that. No,
I'm not doing that. If I'm Washington, you ain't getting number 1 overall pick for that, especially for AJ, especially after this combine. And that film, bro. If AJ is, bro, AJ might be an MVP level player, bro. Like he has that kind of upside.
He is
on a control contract, and he's young with no injuries.
Yeah, as of right now, like AJ should be that type of level of player. But I mean, you got to understand.
31 with injuries though.
Yeah, and so is AD. Trae Young, same thing too. He's a little younger.
Though. They're expiring deals.
Hey, okay. I'm going to step in here. If I'm the Bucks, I'm saying yes. So fast. I could drive you. I don't want to say I'm going to drive him to the airport because that's disrespectful for what it was. I'm taking the number 1 pick in this year's draft for Giannis because this is like a generational type. It's a really, really good prospect we get on our hands. And like we can start the rebuild right now. We get our Cooper Flag, but we know it's Cooper Flag instead of just getting lucky. We just get him. Okay.
Yeah, Drago, I think it's a win-win for both sides. But it all depends on what Washington is trying to do. Like, Washington, are you trying to win today? Like, do you want to actually compete for a championship? Or do you want to keep rocking with your young guys and AD and Trae Young are just here as rentals? Because if that's the case, then no, you don't do it.
No.
But if they're really trying to win, if they're serious about winning, if they now see that there's a
Why
path for them to
timeline like that though.
You're not forcing your timeline. You're actually doubling down on your timeline.
But they don't even know what AD and Trae Young looks like together.
Well, that's what I said though, Swipe. It depends on how they feel about their roster. If they think that Trae Young and AD are like that, which they went and got him. If they think that they can compete with those guys, and then obviously you bring Giannis, the best player in the Eastern Conference, over there, like,
I mean, I think
you're doubling down on it.
Because what we saw last season, like AD just wasn't that good when he played. So if you believe he can get back to that level, then I could maybe see what you're saying. But if you maybe believe AD's cooked, then I feel like you just got to have him here. And now is the time to develop these young guys like Sa, AJ, or Duren, or whoever.
I forgot they still got Sar.
Yeah, but Drago, when you say that when you say AD wasn't that good, what do you mean by that?
I don't think he was that like. I think AD before he went out with injury in 25 in the Luka trade, he looked like a top 15 player at least, and I don't think he was that this year. Like he was not when he played, he did not look like a top 15, top 20 player. He looked more like a top 30, top 40 guy.
And in order for them to get to the playoffs, he's gonna have to play like a top 15 guy. That's gonna have to happen. Yes.
I mean, they could make the playoff in the East if like him and Trae Young just looks good, and they get a really good rookie in who looks like a Flag or a Knipple this year.
Making the playoffs in the East ain't as easy as you think it is.
No, of course not. But like maybe it's not this year we make the playoffs. Maybe it's the next year when that.
That's what I'm talking about.
They're gonna make the playoffs next year.
I think they are, Ron. I think they're a playoff team. I do.
Also, another thing is more teams will try next year.
Atlanta's on that same trajectory that we seen from OKC, from the Pistons, and that we seen from the Spurs. I got a number 2 pick, Alex Sarr, who's a rising star. I'm about to get up. Washington. I got Alex Sarr as a number 2 pick, a rising star. I'm about to get the number 1 overall pick, which let's just say it's AJ. AJ's projected to go number 1. I got Sarr, I got AJ. We got Trey Johnson last year. We got Bub Carrington. We got Keyshawn George. We just added 2 other, all-star caliber players. Thunder added Shea, and then they went and, did some things when they drafted. Detroit Pistons, they got K number 1 overall. Then they got Duran. They got a bunch of other pieces. Added Tobias Harris. We've seen the same thing with the Spurs. Traded for De'Aaron Fox. They had Wemby, Castle, Harper. The Wizards are on that same trajectory. They're going to be good here and like very good as soon as this year.
I could hear you saying the Pistons. I think the Spurs and the Thunder are in a bit of a different league because
it just depends on the thing about it is
more talent, and the Spurs
I don't know. The Wizards got talent, bro. Like after they get AJ DeBanza now, just I'm not saying they're going to be as good as the Thunder, but I'm just saying that just listen to these names that I'm throwing at you. And I know it's hard to conceptualize it because they had the worst record in the league last year, but keep in mind they didn't have Anthony Davis or Trae Young
this year. Like they were trying to have the worst
record. That's another thing too. So it's like you got Anthony Davis, Trae Young, AJ DeBanza. I know he's a rookie and we've never seen him play before, but he's going to step in the league and be a pretty good player. You still got Alex Sarr. You got Keyshawn George, who was balling out, Bilal Coulibaly, Trey Johnson, who should take another step forward this next year. Like the Wizards are on to something. They cooking over there.
To me, I hear y'all about the AJ DeBanza hype, and I totally respect. I get it, but I'm in the business of trying to win a championship. I feel like it would be a no-brainer for both sides, Milwaukee and Washington. Send me Giannis if I'm the Wizards. Like send me Giannis because I know for a fact I'm going to if all health stay healthy. If I get Anthony Davis, Giannis, for sure we got the best with the other wing defenders we got. With Alex Sarr, we got the best defensive team in the NBA. That's number 1. Number 2, I got a playmaker in Trae Young who can make both of those players' lives a lot easier. And Trae Young had the ability to score. I'm going for championships, and my window for this championship is about 3 years. Like I got 3 years to where I can win a championship. I'm not. I get y'all with the AJ DeBonsa thing. He might be an MVP level player. That's a might be. I know I got 2 MVP level players with Anthony Davis and Giannis. And AD might not be. AD might not be a NBA player. I mean MVP player today. But AD healthy, man, stop it. Like, stop it. He don't need to be top 15 for us to be.
AD still one of them, bro. AD still
yeah, we don't. Ox, we don't need him to be top 15 for him for us to accomplish to what we need to accomplish.
Well, Drench, what pick does Milwaukee have?
The 10th pick.
The 10th, and so I'm assuming that the Wizards will get that, right?
Maybe so, but shit, just give me Giannis. That's all I care about. I'm trying to go.
Probably not though, because it's Giannis. But I don't. Okay. The biggest thing in it would be they would have to match the money. That would be the biggest thing. So I don't know how they would do that. I don't know what contracts they have over there, and I'm not about to go and do all of that. Not cool.
Badass contract.
Who's still over there?
Yeah.
Oh no! I'm talking about Giannis's money. Like Washington has to come up with that max Giannis money.
I mean,
it depends on how much cap space they have.
It
depends on how much cap space. It depends on how much cap space they have. Like I don't know. I don't know if Washington
is
like
have that much
bread
cap space because AD and Trae Young both take up like. If Trae Young ups in, then he's going to take up like 40 million, and AD is like also 40.
AD damn near pushing 60, ain't he?
Yeah, AD got a crazy contract.
Well, fucking then Trae Young got to go there. But I'm pairing AD and Giannis together.
I think my disagreement with you guys just stems from I don't think AD and Trae Young are that good anymore. If there was like 2022 Trae Young and 2020 AD, then yeah, let's do it.
But not being a top 15 player doesn't mean you're not that good. If you're a top, you know what I'm saying? Like AD,
as good as you guys think they
are. But also Drago too, you got to understand.
Really good. I don't. I mean, what is it about him? Like, so instead of doing the thing where we say he's not a top 5, not a top 20, like forget the ranking. What about AD isn't good anymore?
I think if it's the AD this year we see next year, I think it's both the scoring. I think have really gone away from him. The shot is not where it really would need to be, which is a thing Giannis has really liked to have around him. And I also think just the defense and the mobility on defense is just not where it used to be. And I agree with you. I think we maybe agree where he is. I think if you guys are saying he's a top 30 player, I think we can maybe agree on that. But I think for me, it's just more, okay, maybe it's Trae Young that I disagree on. Because Trae Young was just not – since they changed the rules for rip-throughs, his scoring hasn't been as good. And I just think in last year – I think you also saw it with the Hawks. Like he was just very destructive on defense, which is why I think Jordan would be wrong. They wouldn't be the best defensive team in the league because they employ Trae Young and the OKC Thunder exist, and the Spurs with Wemby exist. So I just think I think it could be a very good team. I just don't think it would be like
Anthony Davis played 20 games. That's it? 20 games?
Yeah, Drago. My only thing is
that's it.
Trae Young may have taken a step back. I don't think he necessarily really has
and the health concern
regressed that much. The health concern, now that's the biggest thing for all three of them. But let's say that they're all three healthy. Even if Trae Young took a step back, even if Anthony Davis took a step back, and hypothetically speaking, let's say Giannis took a step back too.
Yeah, that's still a good team. I agree.
Yeah, I'm saying like they all three make each other better. They make each other like Trae Young gets better by simply just being around Giannis and Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis gets better simply by running with Giannis in the front court. Anthony Davis doesn't have to score as much because Trae Young is getting him wide open looks. That's the same thing I was saying about Paulo. Like when you have a point guard that can get you open looks, you don't have to necessarily be as great of a creator.
I see where you're coming from. I'm just saying like this, and also with the health question, I just don't think you can pass up the level of prospect people are saying that Sa or Peterson is. Yeah, they're talking about him like a AD level prospect, another like below the go, like a Cooper level prospect. That's too good to pass up.
No, I'm with you, Drago. I'm drafting AJ 100%. We not trading this pick. We're not considering anything else. We are drafting AJ DeBansa, and this is going to be our North Star moving forward. Him and Alex Sarr. Like that's how I'm trying to rock.
If that draft was better 3 years ago, man, think about what they would have right now.
Which one?
The Sarr draft. Sarr's good, but like,
he's
like good. Sarr. I just don't know how
I like Sarr a
like
lot.
stars in his future, but he's still very good.
Wait, I actually have a question. Can we all agree that the Hawks made the right move to trade Trey because they played way better without him?
Well, that's not a question. That was settled months ago.
I was just curious because I remember the two in the corners here was very against it.
I was
Because
against
it was-
it. Yes, I was.
Yeah,
But like
Yes, I was
now it
against
seems like it was a good move. It also gave them more cap space coming into free agency.
CJ McCollum just had a better run than
CJ
Trae
McCollum
Young
was
ever
very
had.
good.
Yeah, shouts to Ron.
Would that offense have been better with Trae Young?
I think
so.
the defense would just have been way worse. That's probably the issue.
I think their defense would have been worse, but I do think that their offense would have been better with Trae Young.
Yeah, I think that game 6 against the Knicks probably doesn't happen, but then maybe the other two games they won doesn't happen.
I mean, do they get blown out in both of them games like they did?
Yeah,
Hell nah.
Trae Young wouldn't have fixed that.
But maybe they win one of the they wouldn't have won one of the two games they won because now the Knicks can just target.
What are we in years? What are we in year 7 or 8 with Trae?
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 8.
7? Yeah, 8. So it ran its course, and now we're in a space with Dyson Daniels where he's got to get better. He's got to improve.
Man, y'all crazy as hell. Y'all act like Trae Young wasn't shooting dice in the garden before. Y'all act like Trae Young wasn't a boogeyman before. And Swiper, don't you ever disrespect Trae talking about CJ had a better run than Trae ever had. That's cap.
That is not
Cap.
true, Swiper.
It is true.
That's
not
Swiper, no, that's not true. Why are you guys even responding to Swiper's trolling? That's some more
trolling?
shit.
Okay.
Yeah. You
Name, what's a great Trae Young run?
21.
when they went to the conference finals.
Remember those numbers?
See,
Now
this
we
is
talking
what
about remember no numbers.
Here we
See,
go.
here we go.
Here we
Andy,
go,
give me
nothing.
Ron. Go ahead,
Here we-
Ron.
No, you
I'm
bring
not
up numbers all the time. You bring up numbers all the time. Joe. Stop
Yeah.
it.
We can
He
remember
did the same
CJ.
thing for Clyde Drexler yesterday. I don't want
We
to hear
can
it. I don't
remember
want to hear it.
CJ. We can remember CJ numbers at the crib in the first round. We can remember that.
What you
That's
mean at
cool.
the crib in the first round?
in
That's what
Atlanta.
they lost at.
What you
In
mean?
Atlanta.
He
That's
did
Crib in the
also
first
get to a
round.
conference final with the Blazers. But
Yeah.
And got
No. Dame got to the conference finals with the Blazers.
No. TJ was
Dame.
the best player in that second round versus the Nuggets. It was absolutely CJ.
Okay, cool, but Dame is over there. What I'm saying
He
is
was
Trae
mid.
Young. Trae Young, what he
No,
did.
he wasn't mid. He was a lot better than you give him credit for.
Was
Swiper.
mid
What I'm
versus
saying-
the
what I'm
Nuggets in
saying-
19. I can tell you verbatim.
No,
He averaged like
he was
22
not.
a game. He was mid in that
He
series.
wasn't.
Yes, he
and I'm
was.
not doing this with
And
you.
he literally
bro.
wasn't good in game 7 either. He was actually mid.
Guess
You're
what
talking
happens
about
if we don't get-
21,
what-
he was great. 19, he was mid.
19 when they went to the West Finals. Yes.
Yes, in the second round, he was extremely mid. Yes, I watched the entirety of every dribble of that series. He was definitely mid
not
for sure.
mid. No, he wasn't.
You don't even remember the series.
I do remember the series. I remember. I vividly remember the series like it was
You
yesterday.
remember you remember the other side. You don't remember what the Blazers did. CJ
No,
McCollum
you
had
only
37
remember
points in
the
that game
other side.
7.
You
The
remember
better
the other
player was
side.
on the other side. And he wasn't even him yet.
Wait, but can you tell us how we got to game 7?
Yeah, I can. You know why? Dude's not even in the league anymore. What's his name, Chill? Rodney Hood was saving them every single time in the clutch. I couldn't believe my eyes. Couldn't believe my eyes.
Rodney Hood was
We
saving
lost
the
to Rodney
Blazers?
Hood. Rodney Hood saved that series
Rodney
in
Hood,
3
Rodney
separate
Hood had a
games.
damn good series.
Anyway.
Bro, I couldn't believe my eyes, Jordan. Why is Rodney Hood beating my team?
I hated Rodney Hood too. I hated
Rodney Hood had that ugly
love
shot
Rodney
too.
Hood.
Ron
Yeah,
shot.
I hated Rodney Hood.
Flat.
Dude, Rodney Hood was like 6'8" too. He looked much shorter than that. Rodney Hood was tall as a motherfucker.
Left-handed. Yes, he was.
But
Post
what
up
I'm
Jamal
saying-
Murray the whole
Ronnie's
series,
huge.
bro.
Ronnie's huge. I seen Ronnie out here at the mall.
Yeah,
You know
bro,
what I'm saying?
I didn't
That
know
nigga
he was
taller than
6'8".
me, damn near.
yeah, bro, I'm like, dog, that nigga 6'8". What the fuck?
Yeah,
he
he
looked
no
like he's
small-
6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, he big. I didn't know that until I seen him in person. Like I
Same.
saying,
That's what I'm
I thought he
saying,
was
same.
like 6'5", maybe 6'4". He tall as shit.
Same with Jimmy Butler. I thought Jimmy Butler was shorter than what he was till I saw him. I'm like, God damn, Jimmy big as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I thought Jimmy Butler was like 6'5".
Man, imagine being 6'6"
Jimmy like
and being a real
6'8".
athlete, bro. If I was 6'6", bro, I wouldn't be sitting on this pod right now. I tell you that much.
What would you be
What?
doing at 30?
I'd be playing either DN somewhere, or I'd be guarding somewhere. I can tell you that right now. Right now,
He'll be salsa dancing with the best of them.
I would be.
That's
That's actually right.
You wouldn't be doing nothing but
Actually,
auditioning for dancing.
if that height didn't get
if you was
wasted
6'8", you
on
know who you
Ox,
remind me of?
if that height didn't get wasted on Ox, bro, I'd be paying your bills right now. Ox, that's my dog.
Paying
Man. That's
your
what I be
bills,
doing.
crazy.
Swiper, I'll make you pay my bills now.
Anyway, Ron, come on, brother. Come on, Ron.
All right,
Where
come
we at,
on.
Ron?
Let's get into it.
Where we at,
Dub
Ron?
Ball Out Highlights said, do y'all think New York is getting gassed up just a bit? I mean, they beat a 6-seeded Hawks team, and then they beat a 7-seeded Sixers team that we all now know sucked. And yes, they beat the C's, but they really beat themselves.
Yeah, if they were.
Do y'all
if
think
these
y'all
were
think
close
OKC's
games-
getting gassed up?
Right.
Y'all think
Exactly.
OKC's getting
That's
gassed up for
exactly
beating
my
the
point,
Suns
Ox.
and then beating the Lakers?
That's exactly my point, Ox. No, we're not gassing them up. No, you
The
can't.
Knicks
Like,
are beating them by
don't get me
15
wrong.
points.
They're beating
If
the
you
dog
think
shit out of them too.
if you think the Knicks are gassed up, that's fine, but you can't do it for that reason. Because
No.
obviously, I don't think OKC is gassed up. But if this is the logic, if this is the defense we're going to use for that, then sure, okay. If they're gassed up, OKC's gassed up too.
100%.
But Ox, to their point, they're gonna say they're the defending champs. But I will say with the Knicks, the Knicks just got a lot of talent on that team. Like, so there's no way they gassed up. Like they got the positions that
They got
you
a good
need
ass team over there.
in order to be a top team. And
Mhm.
I'm impressed with the way they've been using Cat, and I'm impressed with the way they've been defending. The way they've been defending has been on another level. So they ain't gassed up. They made Philly look
gotta
like
pick
what
up
they
my
supposed
dog,
to look like.
Yes.
They've probably
They
been the
beat the
best
shit out
team
of 'em.
since they went down 2-1 to the Hawks.
Yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
like that. I don't
For
like
They're
sure.
blowing one out. And that Philly team like smoked Boston in the last 3 games when Embiid played, and they made them look like they were nothing.
Yeah.
Smoke
So
them dudes, Ron. Smoke.
and to Drago's point, when they went down 2-1, we saw the shift in defense the Knicks started playing. Like that's the most impressive part about the Knicks, the defense they've been playing lately. So
Cat's
shit.
been really good on defense, and that's been a surprise.
My only thing is they done had some rest, which is good for OG because OG needed rest. What was OG hamstring? Grade 1, 2?
Hamstring grade 1 also. Like
Okay.
he's gonna come back.
So they needed some rest, but you know how sometimes teams get too much rest, and you know that ain't good for them. They just ain't played in a while. We all know basketball is like that. Your ass get too much rest, and then that shit just gets you out of rhythm. So, you know, but I'm anxious to see who they're gonna play next. I think it's gonna be Cleveland. So chill. I'm gonna have to give you some credit with Donovan Mitchell finally making the conference finals, which I'm gonna say James Harden made it for him, but whatever. You know, but that's just the way I'm going. So it's really an even score for me because if Donovan Mitchell make it, yeah, that's a mark on my name. But James Harden made it, so shit,
James Harden with them.
we together. Yeah, it don't matter. It is what it is. We together. I can say shit. Donovan Mitchell ain't making it till James got over there. So it is what it is.
I ain't gonna argue that. I'm not. I'm gonna leave that alone.
All right, Mad Max Sports said chill. Without saying feel of the game, what has a man actually gotten better at? If I'm Houston, I'm calling the Lakers and telling them send a in for AR.
I don't
Free
want
throw
AR.
shooting.
And a better ball handler too.
You said free throw shooting or 3-point shooting?
Free throw
Free
shooting.
throw?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a better ball handler too. And that feel for the game stuff, that definitely matters. Because your feel for the game, you know where you operate the best when you're on the floor. That matters.
How many free throws has he been shooting a game?
Probably like 6, if that.
6.
He
And
shoots
what,
a fair amount.
He increased what? 5, 6, 7, 8. How many percent? Like 10% maybe?
Nah, that nigga went from like 40 to like 70, I think. Some
30.
shit like
Okay. So he went from making 3 free throws a game to making 6 free throws a game.
Damn, Ox, that's a big ass
That,
deal.
that matters.
What the hell? That's a big ass deal. So
Yeah,
Y'all
come
would
on,
never
Ox.
y'all would never convince me of this type of shit.
So Ox last year, well, he actually is only shooting. He's shooting 2 more free throws a game. But he's
How many total though?
He went from 68. He went from 68% at the free throw line to 78. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but see, this is why I be trying. But this why I be trying to.
That's a big
let
jump.
y'all understand. These percentages don't mean all what y'all be thinking they mean.
Nah,
Like,
80%
yeah,
from the free throw line is
a
damn
huge-
good, dog.
It is. No, it is really good. It is really good. It is. I understand that. If I'm in the gym and I shoot 100 free throws straight and I make 80 as opposed to making 40, then yes, that 40% is a big ass deal. But in a basketball game, if I shoot 7 and I go from making 3 to making 5, that shit ain't all what y'all like.
It's really a missed layup when you break it down.
Come on, bro. Y'all
I
really
went and I
gotta
shot
stop
2 free
this
throws.
shit.
I went and I shot 2 free throws. I missed 2 free throws, which equal 2 points, which equal a missed layup. Like
Nah, I get
it's
what
literally
you're
a
saying.
missed layup.
I get what you're saying, Ox, but at the same time, it just the fact that you can't just willingly foul him to the detriment of your team to where a motherfucker shooting 40% and then you got motherfuckers shooting 80%. I get from the sense that you frame it in like that's a good way to frame it, but at the end of the day, that's still a tool for the defensive team. If I know I can foul you and you only shooting 40%.
I just wish him and his brother played more physically when they had the ball. Like when they're around the rim, like they're such good athletes. Like just go up through people. And like when you're getting guarded by James Harden and you're the best athlete in the league, go fucking buy him. That would be amazing if you could do that.
It's a lot harder, especially with a guy like James Harden. James is like real strong, and they're like they're wiry. Like those two are strong, but they're not like strong. You know, they're wiry strong. So when James Harden puts that weight or body on him, they can't. I know it seems like, oh man, you should just be able to get around James Harden. Nah, when James Harden puts his body on you, you're not just going through him like that.
And Drago, James not pressing up on their ass. James backing up. Yeah, so like you ain't gonna get by him. You damn near gonna get a charge or hit him right in his chest. And then now they all balanced. And then they got other scores on their team too. So it's not worth the possession for them to try to do that.
Thank you, Max. More of the story, the boy ain't got better.
I'm not paying that nigga $250 million.
That doesn't make any sense.
And then Drench, because you wasn't here when they was trying to explain to me about the 33% from three and 36% from three. And it's like, bro, when you break it down to 100 possessions, you know what I mean? Like,
okay, but like,
bro, if we gonna do the 100 possession things, which is how y'all let us talk about basketball anyway, it's like, bro, this shit ain't really all what you think. We talking about 9 points.
I'm not paying that nigga $250 though. I'm not paying that nigga $250 though. I can tell you that right now.
So a dude coming into the NBA playing against a bunch of 16-year-olds 4 years ago is still the same player that he was now. Even though he's gotten better every year, his scoring average has increased. He's still the same player that he was. He hasn't improved in anything in those 4 years. Max, I'm good on you, man. I am. I would love to actually have basketball conversations with you, but I can't do it with you, my man.
Yo, Max, you just don't know how to talk ball, Max. I'm good. That's your problem.
I'm great. I'm good.
Ryan, I'm not talking about this right now. Like
you don't know ball, Max.
I'm not talking about right now with Max in chill. I'm not talking about that right now.
Good.
But I will say that since this space was created, since this NBA talking on YouTube space, there has been a certain dialogue, certain trigger words, certain things that people say to convince other people that they know what they're talking about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain way that you're supposed to talk about basketball, certain words you're supposed to use. So you know what I'm saying? It's like when like how speech writers, how they like here say it right here, say it like this, say
when
this.
You're talking to the judge, Ox.
Right, exactly. It's gonna make you know what I'm saying. Make sure you say it like this. It's gonna sound right. Like, and it's so easy to hear now. Like my ears are trained to pick up on it. Like certain ways people talk about, how you snake through the defense and do this and do that. It's like, bro, you ain't even really saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've been saying that shit since I grabbed this microphone, Ox. I've been saying that shit. They be coming up with all these terms just to say a nigga mid.
Oh man, y'all just not intellectually curious enough to use these terms. And so y'all mad at other people because they have the curiosity and the know-it-all to be able to use the right terms.
Bullshit.
See, you niggas just say, "Oh, I use my eyes and this happened."
Ron,
but they're able to use their eyes and use their tongue in terms to make it sound good. Chill. These brothers is just mad because they can't make it sound as good as these other people can.
I literally
That's
just
all
heard
it
somebody
is.
say to me, today is Friday, Wednesday, Drench. I heard somebody say that somebody is an elite event creator. What the
fuck is an event creator?
What is an event creator? I don't know what that is.
Them niggas throwing shit at the club.
An elite event creator. What?
Yeah,
I know what that means.
He posts on your event and then
that's a playmaker.
Did you know? But you know what? Oh, that's crazy.
Bingo.
You know what? But you know what's crazy is? But you know what's crazy is? I remember we had that debate with Mars, and I was telling Mars about Jalen Duren was not fucking better than Bam Adebayo. We can use all the fucking numbers we want to use. Know what my eyes were seeing, and here we
I think
are.
That's something else though. That's something else though, Drench.
No.
Mars just happened to be wrong about that.
Like,
sure.
Mars, you still think so? He said shit.
Mars just happened to be wrong about that one. I think we were. I know I was with you on that. I think it was insane.
I was crazy.
You know what I'm saying, to say that, but I don't think that's a numbers thing. I think he was just kind of.
No, but we went to the number. No, I'm saying he went to the numbers to justify it, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck what the numbers say. I'm watching what I'm seeing. As far as Bam can do everything, and Mars was saying, and I do agree to a point. Sometimes you shouldn't be able to do everything, but that shit Jalen Duren doing. Remember, chill. We had that argument about him play initiating and shit. Where all that shit at? That's all I'm saying. Where is all of that shit at?
We talked about that earlier in the show, Drench.
Yeah, so ain't no fucking way.
Now there's people in the chat trying to tell you that he didn't say that. And the only reason they're trying to tell you that he didn't say that is because they let him convince them that he was better too. And now they're like, wait, that's not what was said. That's not what was said. Bro,
yeah.
Jalen Duren's not on Bam Adebayo's.
Not even
close. He was
close.
very hesitant to saying Duren was better than
on either side of the basketball. I'll let you. On
That's
either side of the basketball.
I'll just quickly say on the Amin thing, I agree with both Ox and Jordan that he's not a 5 for 250 million player or
not even close.
80 million player.
That nigga I'm not giving that nigga 80 million. To be honest with you, I'm not giving that nigga 80 million. I'm gonna just trade him. I'm trading him.
Maybe that I've been I've been talking about trading him a lot up here because he might be really highly rated. He's like, because people are overrating him so crazy that it's like, hey, shit, maybe I can get the first pick for him or something stupid.
Shit, trade him to the Bulls.
It all depends on the team, though, for Amin. It depends on the team. This is what I was trying to tell Swiper yesterday. He might not be worth 180 million to the Rockets, but to somebody else, that brother might be worth. Well, no, he threw out 180, so I'm saying 180. I'm saying for the Rockets, he might not be worth 180, but for another team, he might be worth 230. So it's not about the Rocket or his market rate, or it's not about what one team is willing to pay him, because he might be just worth more to another.
Right, chill. If you're the Bulls, do you trade the number 4 pick in Matas Buzelis for Amin Thompson?
No,
absolutely not.
Okay, because if I'm the Rockets, that's what I'm asking for. Hey, give me my Thompson at number 4.
I'm gonna be real. I think GMs are smart enough. They gonna gas the Rockets up to waste their fucking cap space on that shit to handicap teams. But I think teams are smart enough to know Amin Thompson is not that type of player, right? I asked a question months ago when y'all said I was crazy. Who the fuck does he play like in the NBA?
Nobody.
That's what I was saying. Like,
plays like his brother.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Now, when I kept asking, what is he in the NBA? Like, describe his archetype in the NBA.
Like 125.
He a poor man, Sean Marion.
Man, that nigga ain't even close to Sean Marion.
Poor man, Sean Marion.
Yeah, that nigga
like,
home.
Like
no, that nigga a junkie.
Box, Sean Marion.
Now he a junkie, Sean Marion. That's what he is. That nigga just.
Crazy.
Yo, hey Drago, we got to keep it pushing though, because I got to get up out of here in a little bit.
On the sidewalk, Sean Marion.
That's crazy. All right, we got a couple new members. Deshandra 86. Shout out to Deshandra for coming through. It might be Deshandra, but as of right now, I'm reading Deshandra. So hey, shout out Deshandra. That's a hell of a name. VL Kush became a YouTube member. Shout out to VL Kush. Whoopity Scoopity sent through $10 and said, I just feel AJ and McCain outside of SGA are the Thunder's most important keys to winning against the Spurs, especially AJ. As an OKC fan, our starting 5 should be SGA, AJ, Dort, J-Dub, and Chet. That's what I was telling y'all earlier. I'm not starting iHeart. At least that's just me.
Man, y'all crazy. iHeart do a lot of great shit for them, bro. Like, iHeart get Chet going. You don't take iHeart out that line, though, because iHeart get Chet going. I mean, keep your lineup the same. You don't have to, like, regardless, you're going to need bench points against the Spurs. So AJ's going to bring you the bench points. You're going to need rim protection. Yeah, you're going to need rim protection, and you're going to need some inside paint presence. That's what iHeart and Chet give you. Like, don't change it up. Like, you don't have to match fire with fire sometimes to win a series. Like, you don't have to do that to win a game. There's parts in the game to where you can steal. And AJ coming off the bench is a steal for the Thunder. Right now, that's a steal for them because you get a heavy dose of Shea and maybe J-Dub. And then right when you think OKC taking their foot off the gas, they insert AJ who do the same shit. And McCain. So no, I don't think you change it up. I think you just keep that. I think you just keep it. When J-Dub come back, just keep it with J-Dub. Bring AJ off the bench.
He been
make
starting.
them- make them-
AJ's been starting.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying when they go against the Spurs and J-Dub come back, that's when you bring AJ off the bench.
Shit, really? Lou Dort finna find his ass coming off that bench real soon.
Lou Dort not a bench player.
Real
I
soon.
I don't care
Shit,
what team.
hey.
He can't come off the bench. He's not good enough to come off the bench.
Then he gonna
not good
stay
enough
on
to
the
come off
bench. Hey, then he just not
No.
gonna come in. Then he just not
Don't
gonna
you
come in
move.
because
not good
look,
enough to come off the bench.
hey, look, for real, just to keep it a buck, Lou Dort like the 10th or 11th best player over there. It's just like the role he plays helps him a shit ton. Like
Yeah,
when
but
you
certain players
provide
can't
that
come off
level
the bench.
of value on defense, like you could play with just about anybody. But Lou Dort not better than Kaysen. He not
But it's
better
not
than.
about that, Ron. It's
No,
not
I
about
get that. I get that. But what I'm saying is when AJ Mitchell provides elite level offense or high level offense, and he's also out there moving his feet and playing defense, because I'm telling y'all, watch AJ Mitchell. He be out there playing defense. So when it's not necessarily a drop off on defense, we still got Chet, we still got J-Dub, AJ out here playing defense, iHeart playing defense too. When the player's just much better than you, it's a little different.
Man,
and then Drench, if you go talk about the scoring coming off the bench, we still got Aaron Wiggins, we still got Isaiah Joe,
Wiggins ain't played, though.
and Jared McCain.
Yeah, but hold on, Ron. Aaron Wiggins ain't played. That's one.
But he can play though.
I think he will play next series. But number two,
No, maybe, but I'm
players-
just saying he can play. That's all I'm saying. Is he can play.
But certain players can't come off the bench because they wouldn't provide that. They wouldn't provide that impact off the bench as they would in the starting lineup amongst other players. Lou Dort is one of those guys. Like Lou Dort, when he brings it, he got to play right away. Like what he brings to the team and the atmosphere in there. Bro, he's not doing that shit off the bench. Like it's like he got to play right away.
I will agree with you though with like his culture, physicality, toughness, and stuff like that.
Right away.
I do like that, and athleticism too. I do like that.
Sorry, man.
He is Ox. He's a good.
No,
He not sorry, but
Shit,
but I get what you're saying, though, Ox. I get what you're saying, but he contributes to that starting lineup. Certain
You
players
know how
you
many
can't bring off
times
the bench.
Casey and Wallace they had to come in and save his ass?
How many?
I don't know. Shit.
I can't. I ain't really counting shit. I'm just saying, it's a figure.
Why
It's
you
a figure of
ask me?
speech. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a figure of speech. Man.
I feel you.
All right, Unlimited Z sent through $9.99. It says Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper have outplayed De'Aaron Fox for the entirety of the playoffs.
We already went
Be
over
careful, Unlimited Z.
We already
Man,
went over
trade
this.
that weak ass nigga, man.
For real.
Please.
Yeah.
Who's Stephon Castle?
Yeah, he got
De'Aaron Fox, bro.
Fox.
Dylan
He's
Harper.
garbage.
Oh, Trey
Yeah, he
Fox.
garbage.
That's
Yeah, he
that's
trash.
just out of
Ton,
Texas,
y'all.
man.
He garbage. As you were saying.
Fox ass be tripping though, bro. I will say that nigga be tripping, bro.
No, he garbage.
Send
Trade
him,
him.
send him to Miami or Dallas.
No, send his
man.
ass to
Send him
Houston.
out
We'll
here.
send him in. They can have him in.
That'd
Send him in over
fire
there.
on both
Man,
sides.
hell nah, bro.
That'd be fire on both sides.
No way.
Send it.
Houston getting fleeced.
This is such a fan response.
No,
right
he
here.
ain't.
This is definitely a fan response right here.
I mean, all I'm saying is I think Wemby carried the Spurs team much more than people like to.
Oh, for sure.
I agree with that too.
For sure.
But also too though, they're just a
Yes, he
good
should
team.
have.
Like they have
They're
a really good team.
8 to 9 people that produce on a nightly basis. Like Keldon Johnson didn't. We don't even talk about the fact that Keldon Johnson really won 6 Man of the Year. Do you guys
Luka
know
Witt
what?
was also an amazing backup big.
Yeah, like they have 8 players that produce at a high level on a nightly basis.
And
Like,
got a
they're
good
just
team,
good.
They got a damn good team. Yes, they do.
CMD 1085 said saying Caitlin Clark is the 3rd best player on her team is so disingenuous. Ox. Kelsey is a great scorer. It adds nothing else. She also was a career loser until Caitlin Clark got there.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's take Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey off the team and put Caitlin Clark there for 4 seasons and see how she does.
And then go
Obviously-
get and by the way, Ox, then go get Kelsey and then go get Boston and put them on the crew.
And then see how
Let's
much
do
better
that.
they get. Like that type of shit is just dumb.
Fuck outta here
Obviously,
with that
Kelsey's
goofy ass shit.
gonna start winning more when Aaliyah Boston gets there, and then Caitlin
Of
Clark.
course.
This what I'm saying, but this why I be saying, man, y'all should.
Yeah, that guy. I
This
get
shit
it.
is
Ox.
infuriating.
It
bro.
is,
What
yo.
y'all-
It's dumb
what
as
y'all
hell.
talking
I'ma tell you-
about,
It's
bro?
dumb as hell.
I just can't talk.
Super
man,
dumb.
y'all
Ox, I'ma tell
I ain't
y'all
gonna lie
something.
to you, but doing this shit really makes me hate basketball.
For real. Like that shit dumb as hell.
Hey, but
It is.
I'm gonna tell you something though. I watched goddamn Portland play last night. For them to play hard as a motherfucker, they get the shit beat out them last night. They was playing hard as shit and just getting the dog shit beat out.
We're not that good yet. We're not that good yet.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm looking at them like, bro, they play so hard to be down 20. I'm like, what the
Y'all
fuck?
watch the game before that?
But that's how it is though, Drench. And I like that though. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep the same energy when you up 20 as you do when you down 20. I don't know how many times this season they ever gonna be up 20, but you know what I'm saying? Just keep going. My thing is y'all know how I feel about Bridget Carlton. Like I fuck with Bridget, but she can't be a number one scoring option on a good basketball team. You know what I'm saying? We got to do something about it. Man,
I just want to say just 2 words. Olivia Miles.
Yeah.
And we'll just leave it at that.
Shout out to her.
2 Pisces.
No, I don't hate the chat, EJ. I love the chat, but a lot of times y'all make me hate basketball.
I love basketball. I hate the chat. I hate every one of you dudes. Yeah. 2 Pisces 640. That's true. Became a YouTube member. Shout out to 2 Pisces. I don't hate 2 Pisces though. I fuck with 2 Pisces. Stack or Starve became a YouTube member.
You say it like that, nigga can't read.
Because I thought the nigga's name was Stacker at first, like because the O wasn't capitalized, and it wasn't until I got halfway through the sentence I was like, oh, Stack or Starve. Shout out Stack or Starve 254, and I feel it, Stack or Starve, and then Sit and Spin. Shout out Sit and Spin, became a YouTube member. Salute to you guys. Appreciate you for joining up. The next super chat is from Void Century YT. Void Century said, everyone better than Bam till it's time to be better than Bam. You'll never see Bam as bad as Jalen Duren has been in the playoffs. Hashtag Wilt Bam Kobe. Oh, and Elron?
Damn. Wilt Bam Kobe is funny. Jalen Duran is funnier. That nigga fucking his money up because I'm not paying that nigga $225 million either. I told you though, Chill. I would be a harsh GM. I wouldn't pay these niggas nothing. And until these niggas do something that impress me, I ain't paying you shit. I'm trading. It is what it is. I'm a trade your ass, nigga.
He's going to be Supermax eligible and not get anywhere near Supermax.
I would trade his ass for I pay him a Supermax. I tell you that right now.
You know the other guy who was funnily enough Supermax eligible, but not we're getting anywhere close to it. Marcus Smart was actually eligible for the Supermax when he won Defensive Player of the Year because I qualified him.
And they traded his ass.
Yeah,
right?
that's why that qualification shit, like, and that's kind of what I was saying earlier with Jalen Duren. It doesn't matter. Just because you qualify for it doesn't mean that you're gonna actually get it.
Yeah, because all the players are like take it as a slight if they don't get what they qualify for.
It's the market.
Right,
no, it's because of the
Marcus
market.
Smart, to your point, Ron, he might not be worth that to everybody else, but to that Celtics team, Marcus Smart was one of the most important things.
One of the ones, for sure.
In the city of Boston.
But that's why they had to replace him with Drew. That's why they had to replace him with Drew, though.
Right. Drew, I think Drew might have been one of only a handful of guys
that could have replaced him.
Superstars that could have replaced him and done better than what Marcus Smart did for him.
For sure.
All right, Brian Cook sent through $5 and said, not to be mean, but the moment y'all put De'Aaron Fox over Kyrie Irving, I stopped listening to your stupid opinions on Fox's performance. I can't take this serious.
Meanwhile,
why are you still here then?
Yeah, I was about to say. Meanwhile, you listened to our whole rendition about Fox and what he was to the San Antonio Spurs. So yes,
they wasn't watching Duren back when that conversation was happening. You know what I'm saying? So.
Who put him over there? I don't even know if I did or not.
Yeah, who did that?
I did.
Who?
Oh, well, I wasn't there that day. I was at my son's middle school.
I don't know if I did it or not.
Elementary school graduation. No, I wasn't there, Drago. I was in Sacramento. I was watching y'all on the thing.
But you in spirit put him over.
Well, if y'all would have asked me, I would have put him over there. No doubt, no questions, no conversation.
But I think that's the day when I was telling y'all that nigga Fox play when he feel like it. I keep telling y'all that shit, that he been like that since forever. Like I played against De'Aaron Fox a lot of times in high school. That nigga play when he feel like it, bro. Like that's the point that I've been making. Like he could be as good as anybody. It's just some days a nigga just don't feel like hooping. He just shit. He don't give. I don't know if he don't give a shit or what, but that's just him.
All right, the next super chat is from CMD. CMD got some words for somebody up here. CMD said, Ox, You act like it was 1 or 2 seasons. She was there for 8 years before Caitlin Clark got there. What NBA star goes 8 years before making the playoffs?
Okay, well, I'm happy you just looked up on Basketball Reference to see where Kelsey Mitchell came from and how long she's been playing. The thing about it is, if you understand how good the WNBA is, you'll understand you have to have a super good basketball team to make it to the playoffs and do good things. There's too much talent in the WNBA.
It's too much talent.
It's way too much talent. There's not enough teams to have this much talent. So that's how it's going to be. You have to have good basketball players with you. And
Ox, her
also,
rookie season.
It wasn't 8 years. Either.
Ox, this is the shit this the shit that I'm talking about that boils my blood. Her rookie season, whatever. They won 6 games. They were awful. What are you doing?
But that's his point, Chill. That's his point. That's his point, Chill. He feels like she should, if she's really as good as I say she is, that they should have been winning 20, 25, 30 games, but without understanding how good the WNBA is, though. Like,
the fuck out of here.
You gotta be on a team with a bunch of other hitters on your team, and that just wasn't.
I mean, like let's just look at what he's trying to get off. He's trying to get off that Caitlin Clark is this and that. She's a good player. She's not better than Kelsey Mitchell though. Like. She's not
better than Aaliyah Boston, but she's still a really good basketball player.
She's still a really good basketball player, though. She's just not better than him, though. All you gotta do is just watch her play. No, just watch her play.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin can hoop. She can hoop, but she's not better than them two, though. She just not.
So my thing is when I'm talking to this side of the people, right? When I'm talking to this side of the people that are Caitlin Clark haters, I gotta come to her defense and let them know, like, nah, that girl got game.
That girl can play.
And she is one of the better players in the league. But then when I get to these people that, she's the best basketball player I've ever seen, like, all right, relax. You know what I'm saying? She ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? She's a very, very good basketball player. Very good basketball player. It's just, it just takes a little time. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't think she's better than Paige, but I've been saying that shit, though. But, I said that shit.
Well, y'all know I don't think she's better than Sabrina. But I'm so high on Sabrina, though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I feel about Marina Mabry. You know
she's better than Marina Mabry to me, but I feel you, though. The Sabrina one, I could probably get with that, but she's not better than Paige, though. But everybody that been watching, like, women's basketball, you would know that if you knew, like, if you was been following, like, what Paige has been. But I don't know. She's exciting to watch. I will give you that. Caitlin Clark is very exciting to watch. She's a very good basketball player. She makes the team better, for sure. But don't y'all forget they got to where they got to, and she was sitting her ass on the sideline last year. So all that argument that he trying to frame, nigga, last year, Caitlin sat her ass on the sideline. And what did they do? So that's how you end that stupid ass argument anyway, that he trying to get off. The point he trying to get off, you can just look at last season. So
all right, Athletic Mind said none of them niggas is J-Dub. Y'all forgot this man was all NBA and first team all defense.
No, he wasn't. First team all defense.
So
was it? He wasn't? I know he was all defense for sure, though.
He was all defense. He wasn't first team all defense, though. I know he made the all defensive team. I know that for a fact.
The J-Dub guy, he pretty good. And then Athletic Mind sent through another super chat and said, El Don, casually acting like the San Antonio Spurs has several J-Dubs. Have we forgotten this man was all NBA and first team all defense last year? The second best wing defender.
You niggas take everything so goddamn.
He was second team all defense.
Bro, I was just saying, I was just basically comparing that the Spurs have a lot of hitters on their team. Like OKC's second best guy is J-Dub. I'm saying the Spurs, they don't have a J-Dub, and then they go down the role players like you got Aaron Wiggins, you got Lou Dort. They got guys like Stephon Castle is a J-Dub type of guy. If you say he's not, you crazy. Like he's a J-Dub type of guy. Dylan Harper has turned himself into a J-Dub type of guy. Like if you say he's not, that's crazy. Even Devin Vassell too. That's what I'm saying. And so it's like, bro, y'all gotta stop taking shit so literal. You niggas want to bring up these accolades and shit for no reason. Like that's not even a part of the conversation. I'm just saying what the type of talent that they got as far as when it comes down to hitters on the team.
Yep.
All right, we got 2 other members that joined up today. Soldier Fred, shout out to Fred for joining up. Appreciate you. And Alexandre Andre. Alexandre Andre also joined up. Shout out to Alex. Appreciate you for joining up. Welcome to the party. If you're not a member yet, join up because we have members only streams and we will have one this Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. We're looking forward to seeing you there. If you are an all-star or a Hall of Famer, you can join the stream. You can come on stage and you could talk your shit with the panel. All right, fellas, we just got a couple more super chats, and then we're going to go ahead and slide up out of here for the weekend. Ron M98 said, dub PC music.
Yep.
Good times, man. Good times.
Yep.
Maynard Moraes said, BT Uncut was fire.
Facts. They had Nelly video on there. And we ain't gonna repeat.
T.I. video. Yeah, it was
Nelly with that credit card, boy. Oh boy, I ain't know no better.
Yeah, it was wild on there. No
I ain't know no better. All right, boy. He was ahead of his time with that credit card.
Free Devin said, NBA talking about a viewer drop. Motherfuckers can't watch. The fuck? But that also was a lie too, because the first round of the playoffs was the most viewed playoffs I think since, I can't remember the year. It was in the 2000s.
33 years. 33 years, man.
Yeah. So that also was a lie. Unless they're lying about those numbers.
Yeah.
That first round got real interesting, yeah.
It did. It 100% did.
All right, Bob Solo just sent through the last super chat, $9.99, and said, I like Haley Van Lith. Am I wrong for thinking she can help the Liberty Ox? She plays for the Sun, but
she don't play for nobody. She got cut.
No, she plays for Connecticut.
The Sun
she just got picked up. Okay.
Yeah, the Sun picked her up like an hour after they.
That's what I was about to say, because like
it wasn't nobody
she literally just got cut. Like literally just got cut.
No, they picked her up as soon as she got cut.
Yeah, but shit, I like Haley Van Lith.
So Drench, they were standing outside like, go ahead and cut her. We got her.
You know, because they coming to Houston next year. We need some shit.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and then Bob also said, enjoy the games and the weekend. Chat and panel. Brunson Cat, OG Bridges are better. Go New York, go.
Yeah, we're going to find out. So
We're going to find out.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to my New York guys. I love the city of New York, man.
All right, y'all.
That infrastructure with that trash, man. Get them goddamn bags off the street, man. Shit.
Them rats out there should be able to clean it up. It's rats in the house and out the house.
Y'all
but
seen
all
the
right,
mayor
y'all.
last year was teaching them how to use dumpsters.
Later, fellas.
We'll catch y'all on Monday. Psych,
Merry
I lied.
Christmas.
We'll catch y'all on Sunday. Appreciate you for pulling up, Drago.